All right. It's time for the NFC version of this. NFC Championship game is done. Congratulations to the New England Patriots for advancing to the Super Bowl. Tough loss for the Broncos. Now we get to watch the NFC matchup. And now this is where I got to really lock in for the most part. This isn't just my Super Bowl pick. This is my Super Bowl winner. I picked the Rams to win the championship back in July. They fall here. I don't know what's going to happen. So this is a tough one for me because I would love to see Mike McDonald win a ring. So I would love to root for Seattle. But I picked the Rams to win the Super Bowl back in July, and I don't switch picks. So I'm torn. If Seattle wins, I won't be mad at all. I'll be happy and excited for Mike McDonald taking the team to the Super Bowl. And they'll probably win it because they'll smoke the Patriots. If the Rams win it, my Super Bowl pick will be right, and I'll be fine with it. So I'm kind of in a tough situation here in terms of who to root for.
NFC Championship game on Fox. Here we go.
And here we go. NFC Championship game has officially kicked off here in Seattle. Rams get the ball first. So let's see how this is going to go. Opening drive here for Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford has not had a great postseason. He's been very poor in the 2 playoff games he's played. However, he's made enough plays to help his team win. Can he get the job done today? He's going to need to. He's going to need to. You need to see. Yeah, I mean, I already said, though, whoever wins the NFC is going to win Super Bowl. It's like 2023. We knew it was going to be the Ravens or the Chiefs that were going to win the Super Bowl. The Niners and Lions, they weren't winning the Super Bowl that year. 1st and 10. Here we go. They're going to start with a handoff here to Kyren Williams. And Kyren picks up about 5 yards. 2nd down coming up here for the Rams. We're getting right into it, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting right into it. Second down here. As I'm getting myself still prepared. 2nd down. Stafford takes a snap. Looks, fires across the middle. Incomplete. Oh, it's caught? How did Puka catch that? How did Puka catch that? That's crazy. How did he catch that? That looked like it would be incomplete. How did he catch that, man? That's crazy. Third down and 3 here. First 3rd down of the game. Stafford takes a snap. Fires downfield. Incomplete. Looking for Puka Nacua. They couldn't connect. And a 3 and out to start the day for Seattle's defense. The Seattle defense starts this game off with a 3 and out, getting the ball to their offense. So here comes Sam Darnold in this Seattle offense. So here we go, Sam Darnold in the biggest game of his life. Can he deliver? Or can he do just enough to help his team get to the Super Bowl? With that defense, you just need them to do just enough to get it done. Can they get it done? We're about to find out soon enough. 1st down and 10 here for the Seattle Seahawks. Sam Darnold takes a snap and hands the ball off here. And the Rams defense initially had the stop on Kenneth Walker, but then gives up a few yards. Just imagine the difference if Sean Payton wasn't so stupid and kicks the field goal to go up 10-0. Well, we can imagine it for all. Well, the Broncos fans will be imagining it all off season because they're in the off season now. So it is what it is. The game plays out the way the game plays out. Decisions are already made. Can't change the past. What's going on, Daniel? At the end of the day, the Patriots will be playing in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks. Nothing you can do about that. 2nd down and 5 here. Darnold in the shotgun here. Darnold takes the snap, looks towards his left, then looks to his right, fires across the middle, incomplete pass. He was looking for JSN, and they could not connect. Incomplete pass, 3rd down and 5 here. It's either Chiefs or Patriots when it comes to the AFC. No one else. I'm tired. Yeah, well, if other teams would step up, Josh Allen could have been in the Super Bowl this year if he didn't turn the ball over 5 times. Well, not 5 times. If he didn't turn the ball over 4 times against the Denver Broncos. 4 turnovers. You don't turn the ball over 4 times, Josh could have been here. If the Ravens would have made the playoffs, they still wouldn't have been here. I know Ravens fans keep trying to think that. But if Bo Nix was healthy, Broncos maybe win that game. 3rd down and 5. Darnold, pressure's coming. He's going to go down the field. He's got an open man. He's got it. And he's going to go inside the 25. Great throw by Darnold. The Rams defense gets caught sleeping. The corner can't keep up with the receiver. Wide open man. Oh my God, Shaheed, the same man that helped with the comeback last time the Rams and Seahawks faced off against each other. He beats the corner cleanly, gets open downfield, and Darnold finds him for the completion. 1st down, Seahawks. True, but that ownership of the Bills is so bad, I can relate. It is what it is. Like I said, Patriots back in the Super Bowl, can't do nothing about it. That was a fantastic throw. Ball at the 25-yard line. Darnold, quick throw here. Got it to JSN, and JSN picks up a 1st down and takes it to the goal line. Oh, yeah, the Rams are ready to blow these guys out. No, Rams. The Seahawks are ready to blow these guys out. Opening drive and already at the goal line. Rams got a lot of work to do, my guys. Got a lot of work to do. This is my Super Bowl pick, and I don't trust the defense, and already they're getting burned. Already getting burnt to start the game. That's not a good look. 1st down and goal. Sorry. Yeah, 1st down and goal. I was about to say. It's almost a second ago. 1st down and goal here for the Seahawks. If you're the Rams defense, all you can do is hope you hold them to 3. They're going to hand the ball to Walker, and Walker picking up a few yardage, but he's going to be stopped around the 5-yard line. 2nd down and goal coming up here for the Seahawks. Again, if you're the Seahawks, you want to take an early advantage here by scoring a touchdown and setting the tone of this game. If you're the Rams defense, you got to hold them to 3. Second and goal. Darnold under center. Hands the ball off again. Rams defense ready once again. Walker keeping his feet and fighting and getting dropped at the 2-yard line. That was an aggressive run by Kenneth Walker. Takes it to the 2-yard line. I don't know if they're going to rule him back and say he was down already, but we'll see. Yeah, he was down. Oh, no, he wasn't. He kept his feet trucking and nearly made it to the end zone. 3rd down and goal. Ball at the 2-yard line. Rams defense knows they want to make a stop. This will be a great time for some play action. They're going to run it with Walker. Walker's going to get in. Touchdown, Seahawks. And the Seattle Seahawks take the lead and score on their opening drive here in the NFC Championship game. Seattle, defense forces a 3 and out. Offense scores a touchdown, and it looks like it just might be Seattle's year. It looks like it just might be Seattle's year. But there's plenty of football left to be played. The funny thing about it is the Rams defense was ready for it, but Kenneth Walker just beat them to the edge. Extra point is up and good, and the Seahawks score a touchdown on their opening drive. Huh. I'm looking for something. Oh, never mind. 7-0 Seahawks. They're playing at Seattle. This game is at Seattle. Seattle had the #1 seed, so they're at home. How will the Rams respond? They better go out there and respond. Seahawks ain't playing around. They'll blow them out.
All on Verizon, America's best 5G network for just $25 a month. It's the ultimate wireless hack for those in the know. A top-tier network at a budget-friendly cost. Now, for a limited time, get Visible for $19 a month for 26 months. Visible. Live in the know.
I don't always make her lunch, but I do always know what she has to eat.
The Tide Boosted Test. Regular detergent can't match Tide's Boosted Clean. Test passed.
Yeah.
It's cleaner, whiter, brighter, and fresher. It's got to be Tide.
Boosted!
If Nationwide can be a great insurance and financial services company, what's stopping you from being so much more than one thing? And that question is what inspired me to create the Motivating Method. All right, y'all ready? Let's hear it now. Motivate others through insurance and financial services. I get emotional saying that. Via acronyms that include Nationwide. Mic drop. For your insurance and financial needs, Nationwide is on your side.
Introducing Tylenol Extra Strength Liquid Gels. The #1 doctor-recommended pain relief brand is now at the speed of liquid. Because when pain strikes, care can't wait.
Crazy to think Sam looks like he will win a Super Bowl ring. It's a team game. Again, you guys live in this world where you want to push agendas. It's not crazy to think Sam Darnold would win a ring. It's not crazy to think. Sam Darnold's a good quarterback. He's on a great team with a fantastic defense. It's not crazy to think that happened. You guys live in the world of agendas where you're like, ooh, elite quarterback. And all. You guys always look at this and always try to make these quarterback conversations. It's a team game. Drake May just won a football. He just won an AFC Championship game where he didn't throw for 100 yards. Drake May this entire postseason was not good, turned the ball over multiple times, and didn't look good through most of the stretches in this postseason. He's going to the Super Bowl. It's a team game. So, no, it's not crazy because it's a team game. If your quarterback's not playing well, you hope your defense can step up and help him. You hope your defense can step up and uplift him. Look at how many turnovers the Patriots were able to create throughout this postseason run. Look at the turnovers that you saw last week with Seattle. At the end of the day, it's still a team game. So it's not crazy to think. Go look at how the Bills' defense has consistently given up 25-plus points in these playoff games. Go look at the Ravens' defense and how they've failed to get 2 turnovers in 8 years in Lamar Jackson's career. 2 turnovers in the postseason. At the end of the day, if you're going to make it far, you need a defense that's going to create turnovers. Baltimore has a defense that can't create turnovers, and Buffalo has a defense that can't make stops and gives up a chunk of points. It's a team game. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how great your quarterback is. He can't win the game alone. He can't will his team to the Super Bowl. It's a team game. If Sam Darnold comes out here and plays a great game, because, again, he's had a great season. He's been great. He comes out here, plays a great game. His team's going to the Super Bowl. That's just how it works. Who's my MVP? Again, with the way the media has pressed it, it looks like Stafford's going to win the MVP. It looks like it's going to be him. Just based off of the numbers and stuff, it would look like it. But if we're going off of the criteria of last year, then Drake May should win it because he had a better record than Matthew Stafford, even though the stats aren't close. So, in all honesty, I don't really care who the MVP is. I stopped caring about those achievements a while back. It really means nothing at this point, especially because MVP is just a quarterback award. It's no longer a award where it can be given to anyone else. When Chris McCaffrey didn't win in 2023, I officially knew the MVP was just a quarterback award. It's a quarterback award, so I don't really care about that. It's just a quarterback. Which quarterback do you think should get the MVP? That's what we need to start saying, because it's just a quarterback award. Seahawks are on an onslaught. Yeah, bro, Seahawks are out for blood. This is a historical team. By the way, when this team makes the Super Bowl, I'm telling you right now, when people want to talk about John Harbaugh shouldn't be fired, when the Seahawks make the Super Bowl, I am pulling out that graphic if they do make the Super Bowl. Stafford's going deep. He's got Puka open, and Puka makes the catch. Stafford to Puka. Huge play. Matthew Stafford finds Puka downfield. Here we go. We got a real championship game. Not that crap we saw in the AFC title game. We got real ballers here. But yeah, if the Seahawks win this game, I promise you I'm pulling out the graphic. The 2023 Ravens will remain to be the only team in NFL history to be number 1 in DVOA and not make the Super Bowl. I will pull that graphic out. I can't wait. And then I'll sit back and say, so tell me why Harbaugh shouldn't have been fired. 1st and 10. Stafford going to the end zone. He's got Puka. They just failed to connect. Oh, he had Puka open late, but they could not connect. 2nd down and 10. Sean McVay is 10-5 in the postseason, 2-0 in NFC title games. I just want to post this out here. If he's already not, in people's opinion, I feel like Sean McVay, especially if they get another championship, Sean McVay is going to be a Hall of Fame coach. If Harbaugh can get one, if Harbaugh can be considered a Hall of Fame coach with one championship, Sean McVay, who's been great in the postseason, can absolutely be a Hall of Fame coach with 2. Stafford floats it to Devontae Adams. There's a hold. There's a hold. And they don't call a flag. There's a hold. So, yeah, no, I disagree with that aspect. It's not crazy to think Sam Darnold going to win. It's not crazy to think he can win a ring. What you guys need to understand is it takes a team to win. Everyone always talks about it takes a quarterback. Yes, you need a great quarterback, but you also need a great team to get there. Maybe it takes a great quarterback to win the Super Bowl, but you need a great quarterback and a great team to get to the Super Bowl. And at times, you don't even need a great quarterback to get to the Super Bowl. You just need a great team. 3rd down and 10. Stafford sidearms it, misses Puka Nacua. And now you got to kick a field goal. That's one way to kill the drive. You had a great throw to Puka and you just missed 3 straight throws that you just missed, Stafford.
A little uncomfortable in the pocket there. And sometimes the crowd noise can affect you a little bit. You know, at 3rd and 10, you understand the quality of the pass rush. The feet get a little awkward. They're moving a little bit, and that leads to an inaccurate throw. So here's Harrison Mevis, who won the
Yeah, I blame the coach for Denver losing. Yeah, everyone's going to look at Sean Payton.
this one from 44. And Mevis drills it. It is good. So the Rams take the big play to Nacua and settle things down a bit there on the board. Make it 7-3 Seattle in the first.
Great example is Brock Purdy. Again, it's a team game, but we just give all the credit to the quarterbacks. I'm tired of talking. I'm really tired of talking. It just seems like this is what we're doing, bro. I'm tired of talking. We don't. Everyone cares about these hot takes and agenda pushing. We just don't talk about these guys as teams anymore. We just talk about the quarterback. I'm tired of talking. There's no point. Nobody's listening. Nobody's listening, bro.
You guys, Wendy's has new biggie deals starting at just $4. So
Yeah, just couldn't connect with his receivers here. I'm tired of talking. It's a team game, but we just sit back and say quarterback, quarterback, quarterback. So I guess these guys are playing with NPCs. I'm tired of talking. It's a waste of time. It really is. Just a waste of time. If at the end of the day we're going to give all the credit to the quarterback no matter how bad they play, or we're going to give all the blame to the quarterback no matter how good they play, then what's the point? What's the point in talking about the defense? What's the point about talking about the play calling? What's the point in talking about what adjustments the coaches made? What's the point in talking about how great the receivers played, how great the offensive line blocked? What's the point in talking about that if at the end of the day it comes down to team won so the quarterback gets all the credit, team lost so the quarterback gets all the blame? Doesn't matter how he performed, he gets all the credit and he gets all the blame. Tired of talking. If that's just how they're going to talk football nowadays, I don't want to talk about it. I just prefer not to. Has anyone won an MVP besides a quarterback? Yes, multiple players have won an MVP besides quarterback. There's been defensive players that have won it. There have been non-quarterbacks that have won it. The last person to win an MVP, the last non-quarterback to win an MVP was Adrian Peterson. Adrian Peterson was the last non-quarterback to win an MVP. But yeah, I'm tired. You can see it on Twitter too, bro. I'm tired, bro. I'm really tired.
And talk to your doctor about ways to reduce the risk of exposing others to radiation during and after treatment. Pluvicto can cause low levels of blood cell counts, kidney problems, and infertility. Tell your doctor if you have weakness, pale skin,
Like legit.
bleeding and bruising more easily, an infection, or changes in urination. Side effects include decreased blood cell counts, tiredness, dry mouth, nausea, appetite loss, joint or back pain, and constipation.
Ask your doctor about Pluvicto, because every day without cancer progression is a victory.
Yeah, and the sad part is like you just see people just saying stupid nonsense all the time, bro. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Once the season's done, bro, I'm getting the hell off Twitter. I just don't want to deal with the nonsense, bro. Let's look up Josh Prescott stats. Can't beat Mahomes in the playoffs. Got BTA by Joe Burrow, and you lost to Bo Nix. Feel sorry for Denver, Sean. Gonna have to hold this L. I guess, man. I guess. Ooh, I'm definitely. I need to get a new Twitter account. I'm tired of all this nonsense with sports. Y'all just, especially with football, it just comes down to the quarterback for everything. Doesn't matter, like I said, if the team does great and gets the Super Bowl, the quarterback's already better than all these other guys. Well, even if the quarterback didn't play well, it's just, all right, man, you got it. You got it. I'm tired of these debates. No matter how much I have to express how much this is a team game and it takes a team to win, all we want to do is talk about the quarterback. When the team wins, the quarterback gets the, oh, this quarterback beat this guy and beat that guy and beat that guy. The quarterback didn't do nothing, but he beat this guy and that guy and that guy. Okay, sure. Meanwhile, on the flip side, the defense forced 1 million turnovers, and nobody wants to talk about that. Oh, yeah, they did force those turnovers, but did you see what the quarterback did in this, and that? If it's all about the quarterback, what's the point? I'm dead serious. If it's all about the quarterback, what's the point of continuing to talk about it? What's the point in talking about the defense? What's the point in talking about special teams? What's the point in talking about coaching or play calling? What's the point in talking about the adjustments were made? If all we're going to do is just give all the credit to the quarterback and put all the blame on them, is there really a point to talk about this at all? We're wasting our time. It's just going to be like, okay, quarterback didn't play well, but his defense balled out and created a ton of turnovers, so automatically this guy's top 5 quarterback, better than all these guys. He got to the Super Bowl before that guy. I'm tired, man. It ain't worth it to continue these conversations. It's not worth it. It's not. People are going to come up with stupid takes every day, and everybody's just going to lock in on the quarterback. Ain't no point in talking. Ain't no point in talking. It's been a team game, but ain't no point in talking. Let's just give all the credit to the quarterback. That's just what we do in this era. Shows like First Take completely polluted football discourse. Dude, they didn't just pollute football discourse. They just polluted sports discourse as a whole. It's not just trolls, man. We see it in the media and how they speak and talk about these guys. Like, it's not like it's just trolls. People in the media also just lock in on quarterbacks. People in the media also come up with these hot takes. You see it every day on these shows. They don't talk about the teams. They just talk about the quarterbacks. Guaranteed tomorrow is going to be talking about the quarterbacks. We're not going to talk about the team. We're going to talk about the quarterback. And whenever they mention other aspects other than the quarterback, it's like, well, the defense did a great job here, made stops and stuff. You see some shows that try to break down what's happening with the offense and try to break down what coverage is the defense doing, and I appreciate that. I think NFL Live is one of those shows that at least tries to break down the film in some of those aspects. But other than that, bro, it's just quarterback. You get all these idiots on Twitter who say that, which nobody takes Twitter seriously. But then you get these people on the show that come up with these hot takes based off of the team winning and just assessing the quarterback. I guarantee you there's going to be hot takes about Drake May tomorrow. He's 3-0 in his playoff career. He's heading to the Super Bowl. And if you take a look at how he performed in each and every single one of those games, you would understand he wasn't the primary reason they got there. Meanwhile, the Patriots defense created 8 turnovers in 3 playoff games. That's the main reason they're in the Super Bowl. But are people going to care? No. They're going to sit back and say Drake May took his team to the Super Bowl before X player. Either Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson or Justin Herbert or whatever. That's just the topic of discussion. So I'm tired. It's just a waste of time nowadays. And the Rams defense can't stop a nosebleed. So it's just tired of Discord, man. I'm just tired of Discord. It really just doesn't matter at this point. Rams are just moving down the field. Of course, it's a team game. Yeah, it is a team game. Unfortunately, people don't talk about the team. They can't stop Kenneth Walker right now. But yeah, it is a team game. But the media doesn't talk about it like it's a team game. And people don't, fans certainly act like it's not a team game. And I'm tired of it. Like I said, I'm all about team game. I don't really care about talking about individual players. Yes, I have players I prefer, players that are my favorite, but it's still a team game, and it takes a team to win. But do people want to say that nowadays? No, they just want to push agendas and be toxic because that's just what we do as a human race. It is what it is at this point. I'm taking a break from. I'm literally getting I'm getting a new account, and I ain't gonna talk a lick of sports on that new Twitter account. I'm shutting down my initial one. I'm not gonna shut it down, but I'm going on break until the season starts. Sometimes it's the ex-players who do it the worst. Exactly. A lot of times you see the ex-players doing this. where they'll push these agendas about certain guys, and it's just like, dude, you played the game. You understand it's a team game, and it takes a team to win. Yes, this guy made plays, but again, why don't we give more credit to when the defense is doing this? It's just criticize the quarterback when he doesn't play well and ignore everything else. Or praise the quarterback when he wins, no matter what he does, and nobody else, bro.
His run after catch is great. Really stepped up. There he is right there at the point of the
Who deserves more blame, CJ Stroud or the Broncos offense for bringing back the Patriots dynasty? The Broncos offense didn't have their franchise quarterback. It's hard for me. Oh, that's a one-handed catch by JSN. Yeah, the Seahawks are about to destroy the Rams. The Rams defense can't stop a nosebleed right now. But yeah, legitimately, the Broncos offense, they didn't have their franchise quarterback. What was I supposed to do with that? What is anybody supposed to do with that? They didn't have their franchise quarterback. So I can't sit back and talk about who deserves blame for the Broncos offense for bringing back the Patriots dynasty. Dude, the Broncos didn't have their franchise quarterback. What are we supposed to do with that? I guess in this situation, you could say CJ Stroud, I guess. I don't know. I mean, he's the one that turned the ball over a million times and gave them great field position.
tiny bit of arc, you can see it over Spades. And when he's got that vision and he feels like you're
JSN just made an amazing one-handed catch. Either way, once the Super Bowl hits, I'm definitely going a 0 Dark 30 on my Twitter page. And honestly, I'll try to occasionally go back on that page to check for news because the Ravens have to figure out their coaching situation. But I'm getting off that platform, bro. I'm just tired of all this nonsense, bro. We used to talk about the teams. Now all we do is just focus on the quarterback and forget about it. We used to talk about the teams and the quarterbacks. Now it's just talk about the quarterbacks and forgetting about the teams.
First flag of the day so far for Clay Martin's crew.
yeah, maybe a hold on Bradford kind of.
Wasn't J.J. Watt the closest non-quarterback to win MVP? Probably. I think he was a finalist in 2014, I think. But I don't have the number. I don't have that information in front of me to determine whether or not that was the case. An offensive holding call here on the Seahawks. That's going to push them back 10 yards. Yeah, that's a hold. That's a hold.
So open like that, the ref standing right behind it. The Rams need to take advantage of them backed up. This is kind of where you want to be. You've got second and basically goal. This is trying to lock them down at this point, try to hold them to
If you're the Rams defense, you got to hold them to 3 here. Darnold takes a snap, tries to throw it quick, then gets a screen. And Walker picks up a good chunk of yards. 3rd down and goal.
Yeah, such a great play call there by Clint Kubiak as well. He just understands that now for the first time, the Rams D-line is like, all right, let's be super aggressive and try to make a big stop. Next thing you know, they take advantage of the over-aggressiveness in the rush, and they lose K9 coming out of the backfield. You thought, God, there could be more there. Fortunately, a good tackle coming out of the secondary there by McCreary.
Here we go. 3rd down and goal here. Darnold in the shotgun here. Can they get this? Darnold takes a snap. He's looking towards the end zone. Incomplete. Where's the flag? No flag on the play. And they're going to have to settle for 3. Going to have to settle for 3. Let me see this.
Yeah, it didn't look like there was much. Just a poor throw by Darnold. This is a 7. The 7 is called a corner route. 7 so they actually got away with a little bit of extending that arm into the kind of Durant's face. Lucky that wasn't an OPI, actually.
Yeah, that wasn't defensive PI. And that wasn't a good throw by Sam Darnold. So you'll take your field goal here.
Don't call it. It's a violent sport.
Listen to you.
I know.
27-yard attempt for Myers.
27-yard field goal. Kick is up, and it is good. And the Seahawks take a 10-3 lead here with 54 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
Tom Brady will call Bloodsport when we come back to Seattle.
Come on. But yeah, it's just this era of sports talk is just, it's just toxic, and it's all about the quarterbacks, man.
Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC.
It's just tiring, man. It's just tiring, and everyone's got their same hot takes and agenda pushing, and it's just like, ugh. I'm just not interested in it, man.
Below MSRP. yours to experience. The most shocking, twisted fun you can have in a theater.
And as I say that, FanDuel does this again. They did this with CJ Stroud. They did it again with Drake May, which I don't even know if you could properly see this here. They did it again. Drake May has the same amount of playoff wins as Lamar Jackson. It's just the same thing every single time, bro. And they be like, Drake May has 3 playoff wins in 2 seasons. Lamar's got 3 in 8 seasons. I'm tired of all of this, bro. It's just the same gen pushing. No context in how that happened. No context in the performances of both quarterbacks in the games that they won versus they lost. It's just throwing stats out there, knowing it's gonna get the attention of people, and then people are gonna flock to the account and flock to that post to comment so they can get more eyes and viewers on it. It's the same story every single time. Yeah, I'm just tired of it, bro. The sad part is it's always just immediate target to Lamar. It's an immediate target to Lamar. You want to get clicks on Twitter? If you want to get clicks on sports Twitter, immediately talk about Lamar. Right now, the latest talk is about Lamar to the Raiders, which we all know is not going to happen. But guess what? It gets clicks, it gets comments, it gets talks, it gets discussions because Lamar's the most polarizing player in the league. So it's going to get talks. It's the same story every single time. If your account's dry and you're a sports fan, just make a hot take about Lamar Jackson. Just talk about Lamar Jackson and it gets the same posts. It gets tired, bro. It gets tired. It gets real tired, man. I don't know if Lamar's ever going to win a Super Bowl, but God help that platform if he does, because the level of disgusting behavior that's going to be showcased by all the Lamar fans is going to be something we've never seen. And I promise you they're not holding back. I promise you they're not holding back. If he never wins a Super Bowl, he never wins a Super Bowl. But let him get one, and the Lamar fans are going to let loose on every... They're going to be going back to posts related to, like, 2015. They're going to be saying all sorts of crazy things. They're going to shut Twitter down. But again, it's just the same story every single time. That's why I'm glad football's gone, and football's going to be gone soon. I ain't got to deal with this for a whole nother 6 to 8 months, and I can go focus on other things, which I would love to do right now. Just go focus on other things not related to football, and I got to deal with this constant nonsense that comes from football discourse. 54 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Rams getting the ball. Seahawks up 10-3. All right, Stafford, come on, bro. Get this offense going. Y'all got to go score a touchdown on this drive. Let's get it going.
All 53 guys on the same page every game with a bullseye to hit. That direction comes from the head coach. It's not 3 individual phases. There's no way to beat good teams operating as 3 individual phases within one team.
Here's Kyron Williams looking for some space.
They're going to run the ball with Kyron Williams. He's going to pick up 2 yards, and he's going to be stopped immediately afterward. And that's going to be the last play of the first quarter.
Tennessee, and now they went out and got him in Seattle. Really has become the stabilizing force. They got him middle of last year, and he's really kind of made this whole D come together.
Yeah, leading the team in tackles, all pro, just dominant since the trays. Rely on him to clean up all the dirty.
Let's see. They could run one more play. Actually, I think they have to run one more play here because they're just a second behind. Or maybe 2 seconds behind. So here we go. Second down here. They're going to run the ball with Kyron Williams. Williams up the gut. And he picks up the first down and takes it to about midfield and may have actually crossed into Seahawks territory. And that is going to be the final play of the quarter. The Seahawks coming out on fire. Up 10-3 here in the first quarter. Second quarter on the way.
His phone is addicted to him. He once won a staring contest with the sun. His sneezes bless you. He is still the most interesting man in the world.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Ooh, that looks good.
Subway's new protein pack. Over 20 grams of protein, crisp veggies for just $3.99.
$3.99? $3.99?
Subway's new protein pockets. Over 20 grams of protein for $3.99. Try all 4.
It can be rough out there. But when you're in here, it's smooth sailing. For decades, we've brought you the very best for less. Ooh, hand-painted. And the fam keeps growing. 2 stores, endless new finds. every day.
I am Gary. I'm John. We are excited to sing for you this football game.
All right. Anyway, I'm so glad the season's coming to an end. There's some things I want to try to do, and I'd prefer to get into those instead of having to sit here and still think about football, man. I'm glad the season's coming to an end. And this always happens, man. This always happens. At some point, I get into the point of the season where it's like, you got to deal with all the discourse here. See, because I create content because I create content involving the Ravens and create content in general, I always have to constantly keep track of things that are happening with the game, with the team that I watch and with the sport that I cover. So I always have to keep track of these things, which means I'm constantly having to keep track of everything that's happening everywhere just so I can have the news in case I need to talk about it. And if it involves the Ravens, I definitely got to talk about it. But that leaves me open to a lot of crap that's just being said constantly on these social media platforms. I could use a break from sports right now. I really want to just lock in with something else. But hey, we're almost there. We got this championship game, then we got a 2-week break before the Super Bowl. And once the Super Bowl's done, we ain't got to worry about football for real till, August, when the preseason starts. Obviously, you have training camp and stuff, but it's just training camp and all this other stuff. I'm just ready for football to be over. I can spend the next few months doing something else, and then I can come back and closer to the fall. Come back in the summer, closer to the fall, in terms of focusing on this again. But yeah, by the time we get to January, I'm just exhausted when it comes to football. And knowing my team usually doesn't do anything in the playoffs, at least in this era, it doesn't really matter to me. First down and 10, they're going to hand it to Puka Nacua on a sweep. Puka picks up about 4 yards. Second down coming up here for the Rams. And Puka's helmet got knocked off. Puka, put your helmet on, bro. Getting in the guy's face screaming, yeah, just put your helmet on, bro, and get back.
Into the huddle, and there's Matthew. Okay, he's getting to the play that he wants, which this is, I would consider them a perfect play offense. They only want to run plays, which is my favorite style offense.
I've had fun doing this. And I appreciate being able to just, do something like this. But some days, I kind of just wish I was a casual fan. Second and 6. Pass over the middle to Davante Adams. Adams inside the 30. Inside the 25. First down, Rams. Stafford finds Davante Adams for the first down. Legit, some days I kind of wish I wasn't a Ravens fan. I kind of wish I wasn't a fan of any team. I just wish I was a casual fan that just enjoyed sports. Because if I was a casual fan, I feel like I wouldn't have to deal with the constant crap that comes with my team. There's a lot of crap. As a content creator, it's a lot of crap. The worst thing you gotta deal with a content creator is all the trolls. Because the trolls just think you care and think you're they know there's fans that are emotional and break down, but the trolls always think you care. And even if you don't care, they sit back and act like you care. Kyron tries to break it to the outside. No good. Seahawks defense makes a stop. Second down coming up here for the Rams. Like, the one thing for me as a Ravens fan is I'm tired of the Lamar talk, bro. It's consistent and it's annoying. I don't like the Lamar stands. I don't interact with the Lamar stands. I also don't like the Lamar haters, and I hate to interact with the Lamar haters. Like I said, that is the quarterback of my football team. That is my favorite player to watch. But I'm more about my team than my quarterback. If Lamar was to leave, I'm not going to stop being a Ravens fan. I'm going to wish him the best of luck wherever he goes. But it's just the constant Lamar talk is so annoying. Stafford over the middle. Dropped. He was looking for Davante Adams. They could not connect. Incomplete pass. Third down and 10. And this Seattle secondary is showing up and making stops. But yeah, it's like the constant Lamar talk. It gets tiring too. Especially because that's a hold. That's a hold. He held the jersey. He tugged the jersey. Oh my God, he tugged the jersey. Oh my, but then again, maybe it was a light tug and they didn't count that. Either way, third down and 10. Bro, don't tell me they're going to get down to the red zone and not score a touchdown. Again, third and 10. Stafford trying to buy time and he gets sacked. He fumbled the ball. Oh my God. Are you serious? That's a face mask. That's a face mask.
We bring in Dean Blandino, a couple things, Dean. Looks like they missed a face mask, and I guess that looked like a fumble, but the Rams got it back, right?
That's a face mask.
There was a grab of
That's a face mask, and they don't call it. 50-yard field goal is up, and it is good. It is a 10-6 game, but they missed a blatant face mask call. They missed a face mask call. That would have been a first down for them. That's a clear face mask, and they don't call it. Clear face mask, and the refs don't see it, huh? That's BS. 10-6 game here in Seattle. But yeah, sometimes I really do just wish that I was a content creator that was just a casual fan of football. Like, I would prefer if I didn't have a team. Because at that point, I don't have to deal with anybody talking about, oh, what's your team? You're probably just mad because your team can't do this. And it's like, dude, no. I'm just trying to speak honestly. It would save me a lot of trouble when a lot of people start bothering me for crap. Whenever I talk about their team, like people think when I was talking about the Bills not making the Super Bowl, it was like, well, you're just a Ravens fan. You're salty because Josh Allen's better than Lamar Jackson. I don't care if Josh Allen's better than Lamar Jackson. I just want to see my team win. I don't care who's the better quarterback. A lot of times, the better quarterback doesn't always win these series. Josh Allen's apparently the best quarterback in the league, and he can't even get to the Super Bowl. Drake May did not play really well in the postseason. He's heading to the Super Bowl. It's a team game. I don't care about who's the better quarterback. I watched my team win with Joe Flacco. I watched them win with Trent Dilfer. I just want to see my team win a championship. That's all that matters to me. But whenever I give my takes about a team, you always have that fan that comes in. It's like, man, you talking trash. Lamar is garbage. He's a postseason choker. Okay. That's his legacy, not mine. I just want to see my team win. If he doesn't win with him, we move on to the next quarterback. That's just how time works. Eventually, his time in Baltimore will come to an end, just like his career in Baltimore, career as a whole will come to an end, and we'll move on to the next quarterback. But I always got to deal with these type of conversations and talks, and it's just like, it's just like, I really just don't care, and I get stuck in these discussions that I don't want to get stuck in. I get people that come into my channel and want to sit back and say, Lamar is garbage. He's a choke artist. He can't throw. He's not built for this. He quit on his team. And I'm just like, I don't care, dude. I don't care. I don't care. That's his legacy. That's how y'all talk about him. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I just want to see my team win a championship. Yeah, Lamar is my favorite player, but that doesn't mean he's above criticism. I have criticized Lamar several times. I've come to his defense when he needs it, and I've criticized him when he deserves it. I've tried to be as fair as possible when it comes to my assessments of my team and my quarterback. Because I feel like that's how we should assess the games. It's a team game after all. Let's assess everything that happens within the game and talk about the team as a whole. But apparently we don't do that nowadays. And then we get a bunch of people, anytime I talk about their teams and talk about what's happening with their situation, it's like, well, you're a Ravens fan, Lamar's a choke artist, and they start taking shots at the Ravens as if I'm supposed to care about that. And they start the thing about it nowadays is nobody takes a shot at the Ravens. They just take a shot at Lamar. That's just it. And that's the funniest thing. That's why there's a select group of Ravens fans that honestly wouldn't mind if Lamar leaves because they're tired of all of it. Anytime you talk about the Ravens, it's just Lamar. It's like, dude, it's a team, but all they do is talk about Lamar. And anytime you talk about their team, they don't even talk about the Ravens. They don't sit back and say, oh, man, your secondary's trash. Your secondary can't cover a nosebleed. You don't got no pass rush. Marlon Humphrey in that corner room ain't doing anything. We don't hear that. We don't hear, oh, your wide receivers suck. Zay Flowers ain't a true number one. Your offensive line can't block. We don't get none of those insults. When it comes to the Ravens, all they just sit back and say is Lamar sucks. Lamar can't throw. Lamar is a choke artist. He's 3-5 in the playoffs. And it's like, okay, that's a Lamar thing. What that got to do with me? Like, you're going to insult my team, but all you did was insult my quarterback. And it's like, okay, am I supposed to do anything with it? The team sucks as a whole, but you only focus on the quarterback. Anyway, first down and 10. Play action here. Sam Darnold, got to get it out of his hands. Found JSN, first down. Is this Rams defense going to make any stops today? Is this Rams defense going to make any stop? Or are they going to keep letting Seattle move the ball down the field? Jeez, the Rams defense is not ready for prime time at all. JSN, again, just like last time, he's cooking. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, my goodness. The Rams defense can't seem to stop a nosebleed right now. First down and 10. Oh, Darnold fumbled the ball. They got to get down on it. He recovers it. Ooh, I think the ball was low. I think the ball was low and just escaped his fingertips. Let me see that real quick. I would love to get a replay on that. Was it a situation where the snap was... Yeah, let me get the replay. That was a low... Ooh. No, the Sam just messed it. It wasn't the best of snaps, but that was Sam Darnold. It just went through his fingers. 2nd and 19. It just went through his fingers right there. Well, this is a perfect opportunity for the Rams defense to try to take advantage of this and get off the field if they can. But here comes the secondary getting cooked by JSN again. 2nd and 19. Darnold takes a snap. Pressure's coming. Darnold's going to get swarmed and dropped. Wow. That Rams pass rush got to him.
Yeah, that's what they relied on. Here's Fisk right here.
Wow.
Going over the right side. You got Lucas. You got Bradford. Yeah, just winning, and they need this four-man rush to win today. They can't overextend themselves in blitz packages. Too many guys to cover on these route concepts.
3rd and 27. At this point, just check the ball down and get off the field. No need to take any unnecessary risks, Sam. Check the ball down or hand it off. And just get down. Just get down. Just get down. And don't turn the ball over. So, the Rams defense catches a break because of the fumble by Sam Darnold. And then the sack on 2nd down, they made the play. And at this point, it was just run the ball and get off the field. The Rams defense gets their first stop of the game, and they get the football back to Stafford in the offense. Here comes the punt.
You just feel like you're on the ropes. At some point, you need to get off the ropes, stand in the middle of the ring, start measuring your opponent up. A big stop like that is very fulfilling, as you kind of work your way into the second quarter.
Here's Michael Dixon, one of the best runners in the league.
Here comes the punt. That's a fantastic punt. Oh, he muffed the punt and got it back. He muffed the punt and got it back. Oh, my goodness. That was a dangerous situation for the Rams.
And you said fortuitous.
Listen, I read vocabulary words this week. What can I tell you?
Such a renaissance man.
Oh, my God, that was dangerous. You're one of the most level-headed Ravens fans, football fans I've ever seen. Hey, man, I enjoy the game. I have fun with the game. I love doing what I do. But, it's not the whole aspect of my life. It's a huge aspect of my life in terms of something I've been doing or something I've been enjoying and watching since I was a kid, but it's not the only aspect of my life. And besides, I'm not a kid anymore, so it's like when I was a kid, I was a young adolescent going through school and stuff, this was pretty much all I would do. I would watch sports, anime, listen to music, go through. I got into music in high school, so that really became a lot of that became my leaning. That became my security blanket. Music became my security blanket because I just needed a way to escape all the troubles in the world because I just wanted something that could just give me a moment to breathe, give me a moment to relax, give me a moment to just calm down, keep me a moment, give me an opportunity to calm down, give me an opportunity to just be relaxed. It was a moment of relaxation. It was a moment of clarity. It was a very, very spiritual and peaceful moment. Listening to music was very needed when I was in high school because I hated my high school. But that's a different time for a different day. It's not story time. We're keeping it real. It's the NFC Championship game. I love that jacket, my boy. Appreciate it, man. It's a one-piece jacket. You know it is. It's the three brothers. I got Ace right here. Obviously, the flames is supposed to represent Ace's devil fruit, which is now Sabo's devil fruit. So I got Ace in the middle. I got Sabo right here on my left, and I got Luffy on my right. So you got Ace, Sabo, and Luffy, the three brothers. Also, if you go downwards, which again I'll have to keep showing, downwards in the hoodie, it's like you got the three brothers in the same place again. Like I said, Ace right here, Sabo right here, Luffy right there. So you got Luffy, Ace, and Sabo as kids, and then Luffy, Ace, and Sabo in the aspect here. So yeah, it's cool. One Piece is the best anime ever. It's my favorite series of all time. So the second I saw this hoodie, I knew I had to get it. I've been trying to re-find this hoodie. I cannot find this hoodie anymore. I think it was a limited time only because I bought this like 5 years ago. Was it 5 years ago? Maybe. No, I don't think it was 5 years ago. I remember I bought this like 3 years ago. I bought this a while back. And I saw it was limited time, and I said, no, I got to get this. And I've yet to find another One Piece hoodie like this since. So 1st and 10 here for the Rams. Kyron Williams. Oh, sorry. Or Corum. This time it's Corum that's running the ball. Corum running the ball. They're alternating. So Corum running the ball here picks up about 7. Second down coming up here for the Rams. So yeah, music was my therapy, I guess. Music was my therapy. Do you like who the Ravens hired as a head coach? Yeah, I love Jesse Minter's defensive approach because I believe Jesse Minter's going to bring the defense back, and Baltimore needs to bring the defense back. Jesse Minter's defense was top 10 in both years he was a defensive coordinator for the Chargers. In 2 playoff games, Jesse Minter's defense created 5 turnovers. Baltimore has created 2 turnovers. 3 turnovers, I guess, since 2018, if you want to count that. But the defense has created 2 turnovers in the Lamar Jackson era in the playoffs. We need a defense that can make stop and create turnovers, especially in the postseason. Jesse Minter's here to bring that defense back, which is exactly what I'm finding. One Piece is not better than Kingdom. Buddy. You're talking to somebody whose number 1 series is One Piece and number 2 series is Kingdom. I love them both equally. I literally got a picture. Like I said, I got a green screen here, but you see on one side, I got a picture right here of Shin and Kyokai from Kingdom. So I got a picture right there. And then if we were to go further, if I was to take this off, on this other side, I got the Straw Hats Wanted posters here. So I got love for Kingdom. I got love for One Piece. They're my 2 favorite series of all time. I ain't going to argue with you. If you want to say Kingdom's better than One Piece, you ain't going to hear a peep from me. And if you say One Piece is better than Kingdom, you're not going to hear a peep from me. They're my 2 favorite series. I love them both dearly. So I ain't going to say a single bad word about Kingdom or One Piece. Those are my series, and I love them to death. All right. I really done messed up my monitor doing that. I could have done something else, but it is what it is. But yeah, like I said, Kingdom and One Piece are my 2 favorite series. I read them weekly, or at least whenever we get a chapter. So I'm constantly reading One Piece. That's my series. Love it to death. First down and 10 here for the Rams. They have been moving the ball, moving the chains. Right now, they are at their own 35-yard line. Stafford, play fake here. He takes a shot down the field. He's got Puka. Puka in traffic. Gets the first down and takes it inside Seattle territory. Did you see Dragon Ball Super's back? I did see it. I saw it last night. Saw that there was a. I saw the notification that Super's coming back. If the Ravens get that fearsome defense back, look out. Yeah, it should be great, especially with the talent we have offensively. Drake May is the first quarterback in NFL history to throw for under 100 yards in the NFC Championship game and win the game. Yeah, but at the end of the day, people don't. I keep trying to tell you, nobody in this era gives a damn about stats. Nobody cares about stats. They'll criticize you to hell if you lose, no matter what your stats are, and they'll praise you to hell if you win, no matter what your stats are. That's what it is. It's all about wins and losses in the playoffs. It's all about wins and losses in the playoffs. Nobody cares about Drake May throwing for under 100 yards. He won. Get over it. Just like Josh Allen throwing 4 touchdowns and being damn near perfect against Patrick Mahomes in the 13-second game. You lost. Get over it. Nobody cares. Lamar Jackson, the Ravens offense, lost in the NFC Championship game because they put up 10 points. Nobody cares about what happened in that game. Or Zay Flowers fumbling the ball. Nobody cares about the semantics. You put up 10 points and lost. Get over it. That's just the mindset everyone has. A draw play here on 2nd and 10. And here goes Corum. Corum inside the 30. First down Rams. They continue to move the ball effectively. I think whoever wins the NFC Championship game is destroying the Pats. Oh, yeah. We've been saying this for weeks now. The NFC's going to win the Super Bowl. I picked the Rams to win the Super Bowl since July. If they beat the Seahawks, they're beating the Patriots in the Super Bowl. So Stafford will get his 2nd ring and solidify himself as a top 10 quarterback of all time. Or at least put himself in that debate. But they got to win against Seattle's defense, man, which ain't going to be an easy task. Rams are moving the ball effectively. They got a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. First down and 10. Here comes another run. And they're going to pick up about 3 yards here. Second down coming up here for the Rams. This is an impressive drive. Didn't they start at their own 10-yard line? I think they were around, the 10, 15-yard line? This is a long drive here for the Rams. A long drive for the Rams. If they can finish this drive off with a touchdown to take the lead, that would be huge. Seattle does get the ball coming out of halftime. Keep that in mind. 4 minutes left to go. 2nd down and 8 here for the Rams. Stafford throws. Puka gets close. He's a yard short. 3rd down and 1 coming up here for the Rams. Corum went to St. Francis High School in Baltimore. That's pretty cool. That's nice. He's got some Baltimore connections. Drake May making the ball before Josh is hilarious as a Chiefs fan. Yeah, it's a team game after all. It takes a team to win. It's not always about the quarterback. It takes a team to win. No team wins with one person doing all the work. It takes a team to win. As much as we give the credit to the quarterback, the receivers still have to make the catches. The offensive line still has to block. The play call still needs to be effective. And the defense still needs to do their job. 3rd down and 1 here. Here we go. They're going to run it here. Kyron Williams picks up the 1st down and gets dropped at the 11-yard line. 3:15 left to go. Rams have a chance to take the lead, and this is a long, methodical drive for the Rams. If they can cap this off with a touchdown to take the lead, it will be worth it. Meanwhile, they're doing a great job in slowly trying to wear down Seattle's defense. 63 rushing yards so far in the first half. This Rams offense is doing a great job.
When they change the pace with Corum and Williams, they can gash you. They make plenty of explosive runs in the first 2 games.
1st and 10 here for the Rams. Wait, timeout. Rams are going to call a timeout here. 2 left for them. 2:41 left to go in the first half. Rams going to call a timeout. If you guys would have made the playoffs, I think you would have made it to the Super Bowl. We wouldn't have. Ravens wouldn't have made it to the Super Bowl. We would have lost to Houston. We would have lost to Houston. We wouldn't have gone that far. Baltimore's defense was terrible all season long. And to make matters worse, we would have played against the Houston Texans without Kyle Hamilton. Kyle Hamilton suffered a concussion in the Steelers game. So even if we would have made the playoffs, our best defensive player in Kyle Hamilton that literally holds our sorry defense together wouldn't have played against the Houston Texans. So we would have gone up against the Texans with a terrible defense that can't get to the quarterback, can't cover the pass, can't tackle, does a poor job in really stopping the run. We don't have a good defense. Our defense was not good this year. Take a look at the numbers as much as you want. I don't care if they were ranked 14th or whatever. They were not a good defense. They didn't do anything well, and Kyle Hamilton was not going to play against the Texans. We would have lost that game, and people would have blamed Lamar like they always do. Even if it's not his fault. I get blaming him when it's his fault. When it's not his fault, I don't get why you blame him. Stroud played horrible, though. That's the Steelers' defense. The Steelers' defense can create turnovers. Baltimore's defense can't. Here's what you need to understand. The last time Stroud played against our defense, he threw 4 touchdowns, and the Texans scored 40 points. Kyle Hamilton was not playing on the defensive side when they put up 40 points. Kyle Hamilton would not have been playing in the wildcard round. So, no. CJ played horrible against Pittsburgh's defense. Pittsburgh has a better defense than Baltimore. And unlike Baltimore, Pittsburgh's defense can create turnovers in the playoffs. Our defense can't create turnovers in the playoffs. That's the problem. Baltimore's defense cannot create turnovers in the playoffs. 2 turnovers created in 8 years of the Lamar Jackson era. They cannot create turnovers. So you got a defense that can't create turnovers, a defense that can't cover the pass, a defense that can't tackle, a defense that can't get to the quarterback. We don't have a defense that does anything, and Zachary Orr's play calling was garbage. Please, we weren't going to do anything. Ravens fans knew we weren't going to do anything. We wouldn't have been able to do much. I appreciate you having the faith and belief that we would have done anything, but I'm telling you right now, as a Ravens fan, with no Kyle Hamilton against the Houston Texans, against that Texans defense, and our offensive line was terrible, Voorhees and Falele would have got Lamar hurt for the 15 millionth time. No, we wouldn't have won that game. I'm sorry. We wouldn't have won that game. We wouldn't have won that game. We wouldn't have advanced. Baltimore was not going to the Super Bowl this year no matter what happened. It just wasn't going to happen. 2 turnovers in 8 years of the playoffs, and yet everyone blames Lamar for the reason why we can't get to the promised land. 2 turnovers. Keep this in mind, because everyone likes to do the Flacco-Lamar comparison. Flacco had this many playoff wins in his from 2008 to 2012. The Ravens defense, that 5-year period where we went to 2 NFC Championship games and the Super Bowl, and won all those playoff games. In that 5-year period, the Ravens defense forced 38 turnovers. In an 8-year period, the Ravens defense has forced 2 turnovers in Lamar Jackson era. And people wonder why we talk about this whole aspect of the Ravens not being able to get a Super Bowl and how everyone always blames Lamar, and we sit back and say the defense can't create turnovers. Well, they can make stops. Well, you're missing the problem about the fact of the matter is we can't generate turnovers. So we don't get good field position. Your team with Flacco was stacked. Yeah, because we had Hall of Famers. We had great players. When you got a Ray Lewis, when you got a Ed Reed, when you got a Terrell Suggs, when you got a Haloti Ngata, when you got all these dogs playing that could generate turnovers like that, yeah, you can win playoff games. Flacco went to New England in 2009. Go look this up. In the 2009 wild card round, the New England Patriots got blown out by the Baltimore Ravens. Joe Flacco in that game, 2009 wild card round against the Patriots. Joe Flacco was 4 of 10 passing for 34 yards and an interception. That counts as one of his playoff victories. From 2008 to 2009, Joe Flacco, his first 5 playoff games, he was 3-2. He had 1 passing touchdown to 6 interceptions, and he was 3-2. But it's Lamar's fault we can't get it done. You see why context matters? They talk about Joe Flacco and those playoff wins, and they don't realize Joe Flacco was terrible in the playoffs until 2011. And then 2012 is when he had that magical year. But his first 5 playoff games, Joe Flacco had 1 passing touchdown to 6 interceptions. You know why we were winning those playoff games? Because we could create turnovers in bunches. We went to the Dolphins. We went into Miami in the wild card round in 2008 against Chad Pennington. Flacco in the offense turned the ball over twice. You know why we walked out of Miami with the victory? Because the defense forced 4 turnovers. But people forget about these things. Yeah, in Lamar's era, our defense can't generate turnovers, but it's his fault we can't win. Every single team that goes the distance in the playoffs have teams that create turnovers. The Patriots are in the Super Bowl. Their defense created 8 turnovers in 3 games. Touchdown, Rams. Wide open, Kyren Williams. Kyren Williams walks in. Stafford finds a wide open Kyren Williams. He takes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. They take the lead. But I'm letting you know right there, legitimately, New England just won 3 playoff games and went to the Super Bowl. In 3 playoff games, his defense created 8 turnovers. I just told you how many turnovers the Ravens defenses have created in the Lamar Jackson era. I'm sorry, I said 2. I meant 3. I forgot about the 1 turnover they created in 2022 against the Cincinnati Bengals when Tyler Huntley was the quarterback. So 3 turnovers created in 8 years. 2 of those turnovers were created in the Lamar Jackson era when he played those playoff games. I'm just saying, like, people don't understand. This is why I'm getting tired of talking. It's been 8 years of dealing with this, and I'm getting tired of the arguments and the debates. Nobody cares about the context anymore. They just put these blanket statements out with no research and just assume it makes sense. They keep talking about the Flacco. Flacco won all these playoff games and all this other stuff. He was a better playoff performer than Lamar Jackson. No, he wasn't if we're going to compare how he started. Because everyone sat back and pretended Joe Flacco just stepped into the playoffs and was an epic playoff performer. And he got all those playoff wins. He had 3 playoff wins in 2 years, and Lamar's got 3 playoff wins in 8 years. Yeah, because Joe Flacco had a Hall of Fame defense that created turnover after turnover. I'm going to let you know. 5 playoff games, so that's 2008 and 2009. His first 2 years in the league as the quarterback, he played in 5 playoff games because our defense generated 1 million turnovers. In those 5 games, Joe Flacco, 1 passing touchdown to 6 interceptions. But Lamar's the worst playoff performer we've ever seen, right? Nobody listens to the context anymore. I'm tired of talking about this. Nobody seems to care anymore. This is just the standard we have in this day and age. My roommate's a diehard Ravens fan, so I watch every game. The playoff losses are always so heartbreaking, and that's why we fired Harbaugh. The same thing keeps happening under that head coach. Things need to change. He won't change his ways, so we got to change our ways without him. But it is what it is, though. We move forward. I'm excited for the Jesse Minter era. I don't have to continue to watch the Ravens choke away leads. I don't have to watch them blow double-digit leads in the second half. I don't have to worry about Falele on my team or Zachary or calling plays for the defense. I don't have to worry about none of that. Jesse Minter is here to change life in Baltimore, and hopefully within the next 2 years we're going to win a championship, and we can put all this nonsense behind us and pretend this crap didn't happen. And maybe Jesse Minter could teach the defense how to generate turnovers in the playoffs so they can stop over-relying on Lamar to do everything. Which, again, if you've seen how Lamar's played the playoffs, it has not been pretty. In the Greg Roman era. By the way, another thing. People don't want to talk about Lamar's postseason performance with Greg Roman versus Lamar's postseason performance with Todd Monken. If you look at how Lamar's played under Todd Monken in the playoffs, he's one of the best playoff performers. His passer rating under Todd Monken is like 106 in the playoffs. His passer rating under Greg Roman is like 60-something, 68. So it's just like, and again, I'm glad we got to see how Justin Herbert played under Greg Roman's offensive playoffs. He looked like the worst quarterback we've ever seen. Greg Roman's offense does not translate to playoff football in this era. It worked in 2012 with Colin Kaepernick. We're in 2025. Well, 2026 now. It does not work in this era. Greg Roman has not changed his game plan up at all. He's never changed it up once since the San Francisco days. Not once has he changed it up. His style of play calling, his style of offense, it doesn't work in this day and age. But they blamed Lamar and said he was the worst player performer we've ever seen. And now they say that with Justin Herbert. Go look at Lamar's numbers when he had Greg Roman as offensive coordinator. Go look at Lamar's numbers when he has Todd Monken. It's night and day. They're two different quarterbacks. But, you know, context matters in this situation, but nobody cares about context. All people remember are the wins and losses. Context doesn't matter. Drake May did not perform well in this playoffs, but he's going to the Super Bowl. That's all that matters. History will remember that Drake May went to the Super Bowl. History is going to remember he was the quarterback that helped take the Patriots back to the Super Bowl after Tom Brady's departure. No one's going to care about the context. No one's going to care about the fact that Drake May didn't play well. No one's going to care about the fact that he turned the ball over multiple times. Nobody's going to care about the fact that his defense carried with 8 turnovers in 3 playoff games. All they're going to say is Drake May took his team to the Super Bowl. And that's what you get with history. Nobody remembers the context. I'm really excited for you guys with the new coach. I really hope you guys win at least one. I'm hopeful too. If we can't get it together in this era with this new head coach and get it done, then we're just not going to get it done with Lamar. I'm giving it a 2-year period. Either next season or the season afterwards. So this upcoming season, after this is done, this upcoming 2026 season or 2027, I'm giving it 2 years to go win the Super Bowl. If they can't get it done, then I don't think they're going to get it done with Lamar. That's just me being realistic. Darnold over the middle, incomplete off the hands of Cooper Kupp. Ah, boy, incomplete, 3rd down and 9. And again, if the Rams defense makes a stop, this ball's going back to the Rams offense with 2 timeouts left. If you don't win no bowls, no one will ever remember you, period. That's just how it is. If you're a Hall of Famer, you still get talked about occasionally, but there's a reason why no one really talks about Dan Marino other than his, oh yeah, Dan Marino might be the greatest thrower of the football we've ever seen, but other than that, no one brings up Dan Marino for anything else. Oh my God, he had it! He had it! Oh! Charbonnet would have caught that and take hole in. You got to make that catch. Darnold read it perfectly. You got to make that catch. The Rams sent an all-out blitz, and when they're going to send an all-out blitz, you got to get it to the back. He's got to turn around in time. Darnold read it. The defense sent an all-out blitz. He threw it to a hole. It was wide open. That's what you got to do. They're going to send an all-out blitz. You throw it to the back and let him go pick up extra yards, and Holland didn't turn around. Oh, my God. And now the Rams are going to get it. There's a penalty flag here. It might be running into the kicker. Oh, is this going to be a hold? Holding on the offense. This is going to come back. That might have been a house call. Nobody was there. They sent an all-out blitz. Darnold read it perfectly. The back has to make that catch. Yeah, Marino is a perfect example because anytime we just talk about Dan Marino, everyone says he's, Hall of Famer, one of the 10 greatest quarterbacks we've ever seen, so talented, arguably the greatest thrower of the football, at least until Aaron Rodgers showed up. But that's it. Nobody talks about, the only other thing people talk about is the fact that he made the Super Bowl in his second year and never made it back. And now people are making those comparisons between him and Burrow. But you don't get remembered, at least fondly, if you don't win. Now, Lamar and Josh Allen, and I think with Lamar and Josh Allen specifically, I think that will be remembered a lot more because of the impact that they've had on this game. Lamar's a 2-time MVP, 3-time first-team All-Pro. He's one of the 10 quarterbacks in the history of this game to win multiple MVPs. But if Lamar doesn't win one, he's going to be remembered for something far worse. He will be the only quarterback in NFL history to never win a Super Bowl. He'll be the only 2-time MVP or only multiple-time MVP quarterback in the history of the game to never win a Super Bowl. He has to win one. Like, Josh Allen doesn't have to win one. Lamar has to, because every single quarterback in the history of this game that has won multiple MVPs has won at least one Super Bowl. You have to win one. So with Lamar, the pressure is constantly on him to deliver. If Josh Allen never wins a Super Bowl, he's still a legend. And Lamar is going to be a legend, but he'll be a legend with that huge, huge, huge banner that says, I'm the only multiple-time MVP to never win a Super Bowl. Unless Josh Allen wins another MVP and then just doesn't win a Super Bowl, Lamar will be the only one on that list. And that is not a list you want to be on. So he has to win one.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37.
Dan Marino would have been putting up monster numbers in this day and age if he was allowed to. He was slinging the ball 48 touchdowns in 1984. Imagine what he would have been doing nowadays. In this passing era, where they make sure to protect the quarterback, Dan Marino would have been a god in this era.
Hey, thanks. We're all strong on this planet. Yeah. Planet Fitness. Locations near you. Judgment free. Just $15 a month.
Our names were whispered through time, from generation to generation. Don't you feel that there are things that cannot be explained?
God had a destiny for us.
Surely nothing is impossible for God.
So Rams are going to get the ball with 1:33 left to go in this first half and an opportunity to extend their lead. They're up 13-10 right now. The Rams know that the Seahawks get the ball coming out of halftime. This is a glorious opportunity right now to extend their lead before halftime. First down and 10, they're going to hand it off to Williams. And Williams is going to pick up a few yards here. Second down coming up here for the Rams. They got to go quickly. 1:25 left to go. Do you think Ravens go all in this offseason with free agency in the draft? I don't know, but I hope so. I hope Steve puts the pressure on EDC to do that. Here we go. Stafford takes a snap. Quick throw. Fires. Incomplete. He was looking for Puka Nacua. They cannot convert. Great coverage there on the defense. Third down and 5. That throw was behind him. That's not a good throw by Matthew Stafford. It was behind Puka. You got to put that in front of him. You got to put that in front of him. And you can't have him reaching back when the defender's coming like that. He's got to put that out in front of him. 1:09 left to go, and Seattle still has 3 timeouts. So now Seattle has a chance to potentially score if their defense makes a stop. Third down and 5. They're putting up everybody at the line of scrimmage. They may send some pressure. Here comes the pressure. Stafford fires downfield. He's got him in. And there's no play. They blew the whistle. The Rams called a timeout. You think Burrow can eventually get an MVP? Yeah, sure. Absolutely. He would have got the MVP last year if they would have made the playoffs. I want us to go all in on the trenches on both sides and get an elite edge rusher. That's up to EDC to do. I hope they do so. I hope Jesse Minter comes in and says, listen, EDC, I need a game record for this defense right now. I need you to, in this offseason, if you can go get a game record so I can put on that front 7, I promise you the rest of the edge rushing unit, I can manage with that. You got Mike Green there in the unit. I can manage with the rest of the D-line. I just need one game record for the defense, and I can turn this whole situation around. Then for the offense, you gotta fix the offensive line. But if I'm Minter, I just need one game record for that pass rushing unit, and I can change everything here. So I hope they go all in. Third down and 5. They're sending 5 men. Stafford stands in, fires, dropped, incomplete. The defense makes the stop with 1:03 left to go. And guess who gets the football back with all 3 timeouts? Seattle. The defense right now is immense for Seattle. They also sense the moment and realize, hey, these guys could go extend their lead if we don't tighten up here. Fantastic defensive play here. And now with 1:03 left to go, Seattle now has a chance to go try to tie this game up before halftime. And they got all 3 timeouts to go do something with the ball. Nice catch right there around the 26-yard line. Sam Darnold has 54 seconds and 3 timeouts to try to go get in the field goal range. Tough game here in the first half. Can't wait to see how this game's going to wind up.
doesn't start under the lights. It starts in the kitchen, where factor chefs dial in balance. The way coaches find.
So the Ravens have regained your interest now that Harbs is gone. I'm not gonna lie, if Harbs would have came back, I would have picked up extra hours at work. Oh yeah, the Ravens have at least regained my interest because I want to see what they've regained my interest specifically because they've done two things. One, they got rid of Harbaugh. Two, they're getting rid of the coaching staff. Minter's gonna bring in his own guys. If you guys haven't heard, Chris Horton, our special teams guy, he's going to the Giants. Harbaugh plucked him up. Initially, the Ravens blocked that because they didn't know what Jesse Minter wanted to do, if he wanted to keep him or not. The Ravens blocked that, but once they hired Minter, Minter showed that he wanted to bring in his own guys. He said, you can let go of Horton. Let him go to the Giants. He's not a guy I'm trying to keep for special teams. So a lot of the guys on this roster, a lot of the guys in this coaching staff, they're not returning. Harbaugh's poaching a lot of these guys, and the rest of them are just going to go, they're going to go about their ways. But Minter's come in and got rid of a lot of these guys, bro. Horton's gone. Our special team unit was not great this year. Or it wasn't great the last few years. So I'm fine with Horton being gone. He hasn't done a great job since he's been here. It's been average to subpar. So him being gone doesn't affect me. Good luck with him, Giants. Take a lot of this coaching staff. Minter's already making moves early on. I just need to see who he's going to bring in for his offensive coordinator spot. We're also seeing how the defensive coordinator spot's going to be, even though we know he's probably going to call plays, and that defense is going to be his own. That's going to be his vision. But somebody's got to take that role for the defensive coordinator spot, and I hope he picks someone really solid that could be a developmental guy, for a developmental defensive coordinator that's going to work alongside him. So pick someone that he's got great chemistry with that's going to work with him on that defense. But for the offensive coordinator spot, he's got to hit this home run. He's got to hit this home run. No question, he's got to hit this home run. So yeah, they've definitely regained my interest because so many moving pieces are happening in Baltimore. They're completely getting rid of this entire staff. So I'm interested in seeing how this is going to go. Seems like EDC's job's on the line if he doesn't produce. I better see a different defense at least. He better produce. I don't even want to just see a different defense. I need an entirely new offensive line. Yo, I forgot. Did you see Harbs hired Denard Wilson? Yeah, I saw him hire Wilson. I mean, I knew he wasn't gonna hire Zach Orr. We all knew he wasn't. But that just confirms to Ravens flock that this guy is it doesn't confirm much to us, but it got a lot of Ravens flock looking at him side eyes because he doesn't hire Zach Orr. He doesn't take Zach Orr with him to the Giants, yet he was fully convinced we should run it back with Zach Orr next year. He was gonna run it back with Zachary Orr and Todd Monken. So he was willing to run it back with Zach Orr next year, despite that terrible defensive performance. But he didn't take him with him to the Giants. That's all I got to say. 49 seconds left here. First down and 10 here for the Seahawks. They got a chance to get in field goal range. Pressure's coming. Darnold across the middle. He's nearly picked. Ooh. Incomplete pass. Nearly intercepted. He's got to be careful. Darnold's got to be careful here. I didn't want to fire Tomlin because we went out to get someone like Mike McCarthy. We're about to go from 10 to 7 to 6 to 11. Dude, if you guys want to get a franchise quarterback, you guys are going to have to go lower than that. You don't want to keep being that middle-of-the-pack team. You want to lose and get your franchise quarterback so you can build around them. The problem is you got a lot of veterans on that team. A lot of those guys in those teams, bro, they in their 30s, man. I don't even know if Cam Hayward's coming back for you guys next year. So I don't even know if this is a unit that you can sit back and trust to Darnold down the field. He's got a man open. And JSN holds on to the ball. Takes a huge hit and holds on to the ball. And the Rams secondary is collapsing once again. Why is JSN wide open? Why are you? What is this defense doing, bro? What is this Rams defense doing? JSN's wide open. What are they doing, bro? What are they doing? Oh, my goodness, bro. He just cooked him. He just cooked the safety. It don't matter if you gave him a tough hit. He was wide open. He cooked him. What are you doing? He knew he had him. Oh, my God. Sam knew he had him. He just had to buy time. The safety was so lost. He didn't even know what he was doing. Disgusting work. Seahawks might take the lead before halftime. Now you got to hope the Rams defense can hold them to 3, and we can go to halftime tied. 1st and 10. Sam takes a snap, fires across the middle, check down here. And this at the 10-yard line. 30 seconds left. They're at the 10-yard line. First and goal. And now the Rams got a hold at the goal line. Yeah, this Rams defense is going to cost them this game today. I could just already tell. We should just rebuild for about 3 years, and I think we'll be back. Yeah, they should. The problem is they're not going to.
Maybe putting themselves in field goal range. Now they got a chance to score. You mentioned Sam Darnold. What a stage for him, right? 14 wins last year with Minnesota. They cast him away. 14 wins here. He's playing a really good first half of football.
It's been the best half I've seen in a long time from him. And so much of this offense relies on running the ball with Walker, Charbonnet, and he's out today. And a lot of high percentage kind of breather plays for the quarterback. A lot of screen plays. He's delivered some excellent balls under pressure today. He seems very decisive in what he's doing. I love when a quarterback can plan his back foot and then deliver his weight right at the target. He obviously feels a lot of comfort that this defensive line...
First and goal. Rams defense needs to hold here. I think they're going to collapse and give up a touchdown. Empty backfield here for Sam, but he's going to motion the back right next to him. And that's a flag, false start. I hope Minter keeps T. Martin. I would like if he kept T. Martin. I would like if he kept T. Martin. First start on the offense that's going to push them back 5 yards.
They get the center, Jalen Sundell, that time. Just a third penalty against Seattle. That'll move it on back.
Yeah, pretty clean half thus far. Just a little lean. That's all it takes. Again, he's trying to anticipate as well. Timing is so important, you know, these fractions of seconds for an offensive line, for them to get a jump on something, they feel like they have confidence going against, you know, a very powerful defensive line.
First and goal, Darnold. Firing towards the end zone. Back in the end zone for JSN, but he's already out of bounds.
Of course he caught it. I mean, it's just 3 yards out of bounds, but he catches everything. One-handed, two-handed, off the fingertips. So graceful with his body control. He's like a ice skater out there when I see him run routes. He glides. His shoulder plane never dips. It's always the same height. A lot of receivers, when they run, if they're speeding up or stopping, their shoulder planes will rise or fall. He maintains the same shoulder plane when he runs his route. It's really hard.
Second and goal here, 25 seconds. Darnold fires, wide open, touchdown. And the Seahawks get the ball coming out of halftime. This Rams defense is a waste of space, man. They came to Seattle to play like bums. Nobody's guarding JSN. My Super Bowl pick's going down the drain because this Rams defense sucks. What happened to the defense we saw in Chicago last week? What's up with Mike McDaniel? Because he wasn't signed with the Chargers, so I don't know what exactly is he waiting on. They say he's still waiting for a head coaching job with the Raiders. That's the latest talk. The latest talk is he's still waiting on the situation involving the Raiders. Because apparently he still wants to be a head coach, even though he pulled out of his interview with the Browns. And apparently his interview with the Bills got canceled. So apparently he still wants to be a head coach, but if that situation doesn't work out for him head coaching wise, he's expected. They didn't say they said he's expected to be the offensive coordinator of the Chargers. Genuinely understand why you wanted Kubiak. Yeah, like I said, if they were gonna go with an offensive-minded guy, Kubiak. Defensive-minded guy, Jesse Minter. I'm fine with either or. So I'm fine with either or. Kubiak showcasing why, if we wanted to go offense, he would have been the guy. I could tell the Rams are going to lose this game. I can actively tell the Rams are going to lose this game. I just hope the Bills don't get Kubiak. They're going to go with Brian Dable or Joe Brady or apparently Phillip Rivers. But I don't see Clint Kubiak being the guy. Clint Kubiak may end up going to the Raiders to be their guy. And I think that's what they're waiting on, too. My second pick coming to life. Let's go. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I like I said, they're seriously considering, or they're potentially considering Phillip Rivers. Stafford's going to look to throw. I think they're going to try to go for a Hail Mary here.
Maybe Hail Mary time. If you're looking at field goals here, just to give you an idea, Harrison Mevis, the longest he had today in him was 55 yards. So you got to get to the 36, which seems without a timeout, 8 seconds, probably a lot to ask, right?
A lot to ask, and no timeouts. There's nothing that could be to the middle of the field. That's definitely, I mean, could Matt throw it to the end zone? I'm sure he could reach it. I just don't know have enough time with this pass rush to stand in the pocket and do it. I think they'll just try something to the sideline or maybe a hook and lateral variation, throw it inside to toss it outside, see if they can get something to the Seattle's 45-yard line where they can try a long field goal.
8 seconds left to go here. They may either try to get in the field goal range to get a long field goal, or they may go for the Hail Mary here. Seahawks calling the timeout here. 8 seconds left to go. Obviously, no timeout. They have to either aim for the sidelines to get something quick, or they take the Hail Mary.
It is exhausting. It's like you can't hear your own thoughts. Even us up in here, we got headsets on, and it's like blowing out my eardrums. I feel like we're at a Pearl Jam concert, not at a football game.
So it always is here. Jackson Smith and Jake, but you know, it's watch him in his explosive first half.
Weather, coaching, and not having Bo Nix lost that game for the Broncos. That's life. That's just how the cookie crumbles. That's how the situation just happened to be.
Kind of opened the door for JSN to explode and really turn into the dominant receiver. He's been great since he came to the league, but not to this level.
Yeah, and that's the vision that John Snyder had when you make those moves and you get rid of some players that maybe you think are ahead of them at the position. You got to understand younger players are time for them to step up and elevate.
8 seconds left. I don't know if they're going to go for a Hail Mary here. Stafford's going to go for a Hail Mary. Okay, why is he running? Why is he running? Why did he take off?
Seattle's picked up the ball. They say he's down. This play is over. Iguara is going to rightfully just take it back, but that will end the half. He was clearly down.
That was terrible. Stafford, just throw the damn thing up. Just throw the damn thing up. If you're going to step up, just throw the damn thing up. 17-13 game, and I can tell you right now, this Rams defense is food. Garbage. Complete trash. And I can tell Seahawks are going to the Super Bowl. I'll see you guys in the second half. I'm going to take care of some stuff. We'll be back. Rams, get your life figured out with the defense. Sean McVay, go talk to that defense. How do you give up a touchdown with that much? You got a chance to go into halftime with a 3-point lead, and now you're down 4. And Seattle gets the ball coming at halftime. Somebody, please go talk to that defense. With that being said, Seattle is 30 minutes away from making the Super Bowl. We'll see what happens here. I'll see you guys in the second half, man. Did you see what the Bills said about Keon Coleman? I saw what their owner said about Keon Coleman. That was messed up. It is what it is, though. That's the Bills' problem, not mine. That's the Bills' problem, not mine. I'm not worried about what the Bills got to say about Keon Coleman. That's their problem, not mine. But yeah, guys, I will see you in the second half when we get ready for whatever craziness is going to happen in the second half of the championship game. Oh my God, it's almost over. All right, here we go. Second half of football here for the NFC Championship game. The winner is going to the Super Bowl and probably winning it. If the Seahawks win this game, they're winning the Super Bowl. If the Rams win this game, they're winning the Super Bowl. We finna find out what's going to happen here. 30 minutes to decide who's going to the bowl.
You're thinking about how do we go into half maintaining that 3-point lead. So if you get to the 50-yard line, okay, now let's think about field goal. If you get to the 20-yard line, now let's think about touchdown. They end up not doing either. They punt the ball to Seattle. Seattle puts together a great drive.
All right.
Now they go into the half ahead 4. And that's exactly what they want, especially getting the ball here to start the second half. So
Alrighty. Second half of football here. All right.
they weathered the storm. They kind of let the storm creep back in. It's very frustrating for the Rams sideline. Short kick, it gets by Shaheed. Well done.
Seahawks get the ball here. Let's see what the Seahawks offense can do on this drive. Can they extend the lead?
About what to do in terms of disrupting Sam Darnold. He told me we just simply have to get him. We have to get him off the spot. If we have a chance to get the ball, which he thought they did a couple of times, we got to go try and get it. In terms of Jackson Smith and Jigba and what he did there in that first half, he said the guy is an absolute stud. You bet we talked about it. We got to find a way to stabilize him. And offensively, he wants to see sustain drives, run the ball efficiently, and finish when they're in the red zone. And of course, he screamed, "Let's go!"
Here we go. 1st and 10. They're going to hand the ball off here. Can the Rams defense do anything good today?
Said it was a great job by the offense to score there in the last 2 minutes, but they need to continue to stack plays together and build on that momentum in this drive. Defensively, he said, the Rams showed more 12 personnel than they had before. We need to adjust to it, one on 1st and 2nd down, and put more pressure on Stafford. Finally, his message, we're right where we need to be, where we talked about being. We need to continue to play together and for each other.
All right, here we go. 2nd down and 5 here. Darnold in the shotgun. Now he's going to motion Walker. Empty backfield here. He motioned Walker. Walker should be his guy. Fires across the middle. JSN is wide open. So are they going to guard this dude today or not? The Rams are just not going to cover JSN. They're just not going to cover JSN today. At some point, you have to consider doubling this guy. Let somebody else beat you. But the Rams are going to stick to their fundamentals. And when it costs them a trip to the Super Bowl, they'll be sitting back and thinking about this later on. 1st down and 10 here for the Seahawks. Will not be surprised if they go down the field and score another touchdown because they don't want to cover JSN. Darnold under center here. He's going to fake the toss, roll to his right, and nobody's open, so he's going to have to get rid of the football. He throws it out of bounds. Smart play there. Incomplete pass, 2nd out coming up for the Seahawks.
You know, Sam Darnold still dealing with that oblique injury, so they're trying to take care of it. They got the heat wrap on there, and tell you what, Tom, he doesn't look like it's affected him one bit.
Thought he's throwing the ball excellent today. He's kind of dealt with it and shrugged it off, and everyone's dealing with just different bumps and bruises. The oblique's a little different for a quarterback because those are very important to the rotation when you're throwing. He's a little bit cautious this week, but I think once that adrenaline is going, as soon as
2nd down and 10 here. Darnold in the shotgun. He's going to hand the ball off here to Walker. Walker had some space, but the Rams defense is able to make a stop. A flag on the play. This could be coming back. What's going on, Jeremiah? Darnold's really seeing the field well. He is. He's playing the best game of his career. Looks like it's going to be on Seattle. Holding on the offense. Holding on the offense, but it's going to be 3rd and long, so they're not going to take the penalty. 3rd down and long coming up here for the Seahawks. It's going to be what, 3rd and 12, 3rd and 13? 3rd and 12. Third down and 12 here. If there's any time to get off the field, now would be the time. They're going to send 5 pressure coming from the left. Darnold's going to get swarmed and dropped. The Rams defense got to Darnold, and the Seahawks are going to have to punt this football. Rams defense finally with the response, getting to Darnold, forcing the sack. Now they got to get the ball back to the offense and see if they can go take this lead. But the defense was able to get there. Again, they have to get pressure on Darnold. If they let him sit back there in the pocket and have time to throw, he's going to cook them. They've got to get pressure on him.
The quarterback's going to be unsettled. And good job not making a bad play worse by Darnold. Just take the sack and let the best punter in the league come out and change field position.
They'll try and do. Beautiful spiraling deep kick. Smith who bobbled up. Oh, he lost it. Seattle recovers. Tariq Young right there to pick up the muff. Special teams have haunted the Rams the entire year.
It's been a clear Achilles heel for this team. Getting kicks blocked. They fired their special teams coach in December. And you just can't afford these turnovers. There's the Gunner Young on Forbes. Hustling down the field. Put a little bit of pressure. Smith missed.
I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know what you want me to say. I want to throw my remote at this stupid guy. Look at the stupid look on his face as he's walking off the field. I'm sorry, bro. That's unprofessional of me. Just out here looking like an idiot. Special teams been the problem for them for the entire season. That's why they fired their special teams coach. And he goes and does something stupid like that, bro. Just pissed me off. I'm actually pissed off right now. And I want to refrain from saying anything negative about that guy, man. But just showing his face after he does something just dumb, and the look on his face after doing something stupid really pissed me off. Touchdown. This game is over. This game's over, bro. I'm done. This game's over. He just cost the Rams a chance to go to the Super Bowl. Nothing else left to say. He just cost the Rams a chance to go to the Super Bowl, and they keep showing this idiot. Please stop showing him before I start cursing him out. I'm done. Game's over. Game's over. We can go home now. We can go home now. Seahawks are going to the Super Bowl. We can go home now. We can go home now. There's no need to commentate anything. We can go home now. There's no need to commentate anything, bro. He just cost his team a chance to go to the Super Bowl. And he's got that stupid look on his face after doing something so dumb. Game's over. Game's over. Nothing else needs to be said. Game's over. Game's over. Seahawks going to the Super Bowl. Congratulations to Mike Macdonald and the Seattle Seahawks for making the Super Bowl. Go get this ring, win the championship. We can call it a career, bro. You are clearly not even in position. You're backpedaling like a moron. Just get the hell out the way. Just get the hell out the way. That's all you got to do. Get the hell out the way. But he wants to backpedal like an idiot. Just get the hell out the way. I'm happy for Mike Macdonald, but my pick, I picked the Rams to win Super Bowl since July. So, a pick that I made almost a year ago is going to be squandered because some boneheaded moron couldn't get the hell out the way on a punt. If you're backpedaling, dude, move the hell out the way. No self-awareness in this situation. Low football IQ. Just cost your team a chance to go to the Super Bowl. Game's over. They're down 11. Game's over. They're not about to come back from a double-digit deficit. Game's over. Sam Darnold's playing the best game of his career. He's not even close to turning the ball over, and you go and do that. Game's over. Game's over. Game's over. Scores 24-13. Game's over.
Nemluvio blocks the signaling from IL-31, a switch that triggers key symptoms. Do not take if allergic to Nemluvio. Serious reactions may occur, some severe. Tell your doctor about any medicines you take if you experience hives or plan to receive a live vaccine. The most common side effects are headache, joint pain, hives, and muscle aches. Ask about Nemluvio today.
I need the Ravens organization to feel away. I mean, that's cool. The organization's not going to feel a way. It'll be the fan base. Sam Darnold's about to be the first quarterback of the 2018 draft class to make the Super Bowl. I'm happy for him. Like I said, right now there's a battle between the 2018 draft class and the 2020 draft class. The 2020 draft class got a ring, and 2 of their quarterbacks have been to the Super Bowl. None of our quarterbacks in the 2018 draft class have been to the Super Bowl. 2 of them will be Hall of Famers and have MVPs. So I need somebody else to step up in this draft class. Sam Darnold, go get a ring. I'm cool with it. Sam Darnold getting a ring doesn't change anything for me. But him getting a championship will be good. It will add to the 2018 draft class being great. So now we'll have a ring, and then we'll have 3 MVPs in our draft class. Meanwhile, the other draft class will have 1 ring, 2 guys that made the Super Bowl, no other accomplishments. I'm cool with that. My problem and why I'm pissed off here is because I picked the Rams to win the Super Bowl. I didn't pick them. That's cool that you're not the Bears, dude. That's cool that you're not the Bears. I got nothing against Seattle. I love Mike McDonald. I'm wishing him the best. I'm pissed because I picked the Rams to win the Super Bowl in July. And they're this close, and special teams wants to play like a bunch of morons. So if Seattle wins the Super Bowl, I'm all for it. I'll be rooting for Seattle in the Super Bowl if they win it. But, again, I picked the Rams to win the Super Bowl back in July. And these idiots are costing Stafford in this offense. That's cool what Donald went from the nonsense with the Jets to being here with the Seattle Seahawks. That's cool. Mike McDonald's 20 minutes away from going to the Super Bowl. Yeah, there's been a lot of guys that have been a certain amount of time away from the Super Bowl. Hell, I don't know if you want to play that time thing, bro. The Falcons were half an hour away from winning the Super Bowl when they were up 28-3. It was a Ravens problem, never a Mike problem. No one ever said it was a Mike problem. Stafford finding Parkinson down the field, that's a great throw. Not a single soul in Baltimore said it was a Mike McDonald problem. Everybody in Baltimore said Mike McDonald should have been the head coach. Everyone was begging the Ravens to make him the next head coach and to move off of Harbaugh. But because we made the AFC Championship game, they're like, you can't get rid of Harbaugh after making the AFC title game. And we were begging the organization to move off of Harbaugh and pick Mike McDonald. No one ever said Mike McDonald was a problem. It's not a situation where the Ravens got rid of Mike McDonald. The situation is they didn't want to move off of Harbaugh to give McDonald the job. And I don't even know if McDonald would have taken it if it meant John Harbaugh losing his job. Because the people John Harbaugh's associates, they love him. They love him. And they wouldn't want to take his job in order to get that spot. So I've heard a lot of things recently. People was like, I don't know if Mike McDonald would even take that job if the Ravens offered it, if it meant they were firing Harbaugh. I don't know if he would have taken it. At the end of the day, we the fans wanted him to be our guy. But at the end of the day, the organization was not moving off of McDonald. So we never, not once did we sat back and said Mike McDonald was the problem with the Ravens. He was the number 1 positive aspect of the Ravens. Number 2 was Todd Monken that year. So no one has ever said it was a Mike problem. So I don't know why you're just coming up with things out of nowhere. Because Ravens fans still cry to this day that we could have Mike McDonald. Stafford's just going down the field. He got it to Davante Adams. 1st and goal, Rams. So it just seems like the Rams offense is trying to do everything in their power to stay in this because the Rams defense and special teams don't know how to act. So Davante Adams connected with Stafford downfield. If he could have kept his feet, that would have been a touchdown. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. Let's see if the Rams can punch this in. The game is far from over, but special teams and defense is doing everything in their power to cost the Rams today. Sam Darnold will not be the reason why they win the Super Bowl. It's going to be because of that defense. I mean, we all know that's going to be the case. But I need everyone's pushing their agendas, and I need people to stop talking about the 2020 draft class is better than the 2018 draft class because Jalen Hurts got a ring. So if Sam Darnold got a ring, we counter that. Stafford, touchdown, Davante Adams. And that was a quick drive for the Rams. That was a very quick drive for the Rams. Davante Adams finds the end zone, touchdown Rams. They went down the field in 4 plays and scored a quick touchdown. And there's still 9 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. This game is far from over, ladies and gentlemen. It's far from over. Wow. That was an amazing drive by the Rams. Amazing. There's 9:41 left to go in the 3rd quarter. And it's going to be a 4-point game once again. Extra point is up and good. 24-20, 9:41 left to go in the 3rd quarter. This game is far from over, ladies and gentlemen. It is far from over. I thought you said the game was over. Yeah, it's called Simple. Do you guys not know how it... Are you this is this your first time being on the channel? But is this your first time being a fan? Come on, guys. Oh my God. Don't make me have to explain this. Don't make me have to explain this. Do you know how many times we all say the game is over just for it to not be over? If I thought the game was over, I would have turned the stream off. Come on, guys. This can't be your first time on my channel. And this can't be your first time. Have you as a fan never said this thing? Come on, bro. I don't have to. I swear to God, I do things other fans do. And sometimes y'all just ask these questions as if you've never seen a fan do this before. Come on, man. If I thought the game was over, would I still be here watching the stream? Come on, man. This is not... Every time you're watching a sporting event, you will sit back and say, game's over. They made a mistake. It's all over here. And then another play happens. Oh, wait, it's not over. We still got a game. Come on, man. This ain't the first time. This ain't the first time, bro. This ain't the first time. I enjoy seeing you pissed sometimes. Like, come on, dog. You can't be asking me these type of questions, man. You can't. Like, I'm not going to get pissed off at a question like that, but come on, bro. Like, we do this 17 times a game. How many of you guys have done this with your team where you see your team pulling some BS because somebody turns the ball over in a stupid way or somebody just drops a pass that they shouldn't and you're like, game over, it's over, we're done. I can't believe it. I can't believe we went for it on 4th down. I can't believe we did this. I can't believe we missed that shot. And the game's like not over because you know it's not over and there's still half an hour left to go in the game. We know it's not over, but you say it's over. That's what makes sports fun. As sports fans, you got to be reactionary. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Like with sports fans, this will not be the last time I say the game is over today. Trust me, once the defense gives up another touchdown, I'll be saying that. I said the game was over last night the moment the Lakers were down by 15 versus the Mavs. We won. Exactly. It's sports, man. You know how many times fans sit back and say the game is over when there's still time on the clock? 28-3 has told us we know the game ain't over. We've watched 25-point comebacks. We've watched a 30-point comeback. In football, we've watched a 30-plus point comeback in basketball. Game ain't over till the clock hits 0. We all know that. 24-20, 9:41 left to go. Y'all didn't think Pats fans were like that in 2017? Patriots fans probably said it was game over like 70 times that night. And then they kept getting miracles. Falcons fans were celebrating at halftime. We know that for sure. What a 3-1 comeback. It ain't over until there's a win. Yeah, I mean, that's right. That's how it is in sports. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Seahawks. That was a quick response by the Rams. How will the Seahawks respond? They got a 4-point lead. Things are going well for them. They're going to run this ball here on 1st down. Rams defense is going to make a decent stop here. Pick up about 2 yards for Walker. Oh, sorry, for Holani. How's the weather in Bmore? Well, I don't live in Baltimore. I live in Maryland, but I don't live in Baltimore. I'm sure the weather's terrible there. But here in where I'm at in Maryland, it's snowing outside. It's been snowing all day. I think the snow has stopped. Yeah, the snow has stopped, but it's still icy out there. So, you know, the weather is not great outside, but I think the snow stopped. So that's a good thing. Another handoff here on 2nd down, and the Rams defense, again, making a stop. Nice stops here defensively by the Rams, stopping the run. Kenneth Walker was killing them early on in the game, and now they're starting to make those stops. Chris Shula's trying to make the adjustments defensively. Man, I know Steelers fans are hurt that they don't got Chris Shula, especially if he ends up putting up a defensive if he's able to stop, like, make the adjustment to help them win this game, yeah, Steelers fans not going to like that. Kenneth Walker, man, 12 rushes for 38 yards in the touchdown. He's played well. I'm in Virginia, and it's been. I know it's probably snowed up in Virginia. It snowed up here in Maryland. 3rd down and 9 deep drop back. Stafford finds an open man. First down. It's Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp picks up the first down. And again, I don't know what the secondary is doing for the Rams. They just seem lost at times. How are guys getting wide open? There's always somebody wide open when I'm watching this defense. How is Cooper Kupp wide open? If the back is, nobody's guarding Cooper Kupp. Look at this. Look at this. What are these? Oh my God, they don't pay attention to the guy that you're guarding. You're covering somebody and you're not even paying attention to him. You're just looking at Sam Darnold. Let the pass rush do their job. Make sure you're at least on the guy you're covering before you start looking around. So dumb. And Kenneth Walker picks up a first down. This Rams secondary is so useless, man. This Rams secondary is so damn useless. It's terrible. I mean, you got Kupp or JSN. Who you want to leave open? You shouldn't leave anybody open. At the end of the day, the guy that was covering him wasn't even looking at him. You don't leave him wide open. And JSN was on the opposite side. Darnold across the middle. It's caught. Yeah, this is just a waste of time. The Rams defense, again, is just going to be on some BS tonight. Oh, God. Rams about to just... The defense about to fold. Defense is selling. Special teams is selling. Rams ain't going to the Super Bowl. Yeah, this is just a waste of time, man. This Rams defense is terrible. Yeah, easy work at this point. 3rd down and 3, but easy work. The thing that's working with Seattle is they're so balanced. Sam doesn't need to play hero ball, just some good football. Yeah, that's what great coaching and play calling will do for you, and some talent. Oh, look, wide open touchdown. This defense is terrible. All right, bro, it's time to pack this up. Game over. They can't make a stop defensively. The special teams is garbage. Does it even matter if Stafford takes him down the field the next drive? Game ain't over, obviously, but it's just like, if you can't make a stop defensively, look how poor this defense is. They take the worst angles, and then they just leave dudes open to cover absolutely nobody. These are some of the easiest throws I've seen Darnold have in his career. I can't believe a defense is playing this badly. He leaves a man, the literal defender is leaving a man wide open to cover absolutely nobody. And then when he tries to react, it's too late because it's a wide open man. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why is this defense so garbage? Well, congrats Seattle on winning the Super Bowl. Might as well. This defense is so terrible.
There's traveling, and then there's seeing the world with Platinum. There's nothing like a stay that sets the standard with the largest global hotel program.
What's going on, cool guy? But yeah, this defense is just terrible.
And you have more time to play with an extra night. Nothing like never having to rush home thanks to late checkout. With exceptional travel benefits worldwide.
I picked the Seahawks. Everybody picked the Seahawks because of that defense.
You ever done a job for $11 million? Isn't that what you guys call walk-away money?
He's in and out in seconds. There's no DNA.
Do you think this is Matthew Stafford's last game if Seahawks still win? I don't think. Will they come back for one more year? I don't think this is his last game. I don't see this being Stafford's last game. After he puts up an MVP type season, he's not going out like that.
Excuse me, can I have your attention, please? Buffalo Wild Wings Pick 6 for $19.99 is the perfect meal for two. Your choice of 2 entrees, 2 sides, and 2 drinks. Pick 6 meal for 2 for $19.99. Grab a friend and head to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Hi, this Rams defense is so terrible, bro. That secondary just looks like a bunch of lost cats. They don't even know what they're doing. They don't know who to cover. They don't know what to do. Don't get me wrong, Patriots can win, but there's 2 things the Patriots have to do is have Sam turn the ball over, and May gonna have to air it out. Good luck against Seattle's defense in doing that. So tired of Darnold narratives. This guy is elite, and he's proving all the haters wrong on the biggest stage. Again, there's a plethora of aspects and conversations about quarterbacks being elite versus elite. Sam Darnold is a fantastic quarterback, but there are certain aspects and avenues that come into the realm of where you look at a quarterback being an elite quarterback versus a quarterback being a great quarterback or a good quarterback. And it's skewed, and it's just it's an amazing plethora of criteria that comes into it when you look at the overall aspect of a quarterback being considered elite versus a quarterback being considered great. Because when you look at the quarterbacks that are considered elite, they're consistently playing well and performing, whether the situation is good or bad. It doesn't mean they're always winning the games, but they're consistently playing well at the highest levels year in and year out. That doesn't mean every single year the quarterback's playing elite. It just means every single year you're seeing that level of greatness from them. Sam Darnold has been fantastic these last 2 years. Prior to what he did with the Rams, prior to what he did with the Vikings last year and what he's done this year with the Seahawks, nobody was even looking at Sam Darnold as a decent quarterback. So to go from him being a decent quarterback to automatically being labeled as an elite quarterback from 2 years of being, first he was on the Vikings team with all the weapons in the world. No one looked at him there and said he was elite because he was throwing to Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. This year gets him more closer to the conversation because of how he's played. He doesn't have a Jordan Addison or a Justin Jefferson. He's got JSN, who's a monster, but other than JSN, who's that main weapon to utilize? When he was with the Vikings doing what he was doing, everyone's like, he's got great weapons. Now he's playing well. Granted, he didn't play as well as he played with the Vikings, but he still played well enough to help this team win. So again, it's very difficult when you have the conversation about quarterbacks that are great versus quarterbacks that are elite. It's a very skewed conversation, but it really comes down to just playing great consistently. Not to mention the guys that are considered elite, they're able to create something out of nothing consistently, even if they don't have the best of weapons. Darnold is a game manager. There's nothing wrong with that. Great supportive cast, good coach. We have to look at everything. I think Sam Darnold's a damn good quarterback, and in some cases, there's some days where he does look like a game manager, and there's other days where he plays like a really great quarterback. I think it just depends. Stafford airing it out again, Devontae Adams. So I guess we're about to just air it out in the NFC title game. So I guess their Rams response is, we just got to keep scoring fast and hope one of these days our defense can make a stop. So it's a tough aspect here because, again, there's times where you see him look like a game manager. Stafford is just airing this out right now. There's times where you look at him and he really does play like a game manager and he looks like a game manager out there and he's not playing at a high level. And there's times where he's really playing well. There's also conversations about people talking about supporting cast and play calling and stuff, but I don't want to get to semantics with that. I think he's a damn good quarterback. Illegal contact on the defense. That's going to be a first down for the Rams. Like an example, Stafford would be considered an elite quarterback, especially with what he's done with the Rams. Year in and year out, he's played at the highest level. And this year, he's been an MVP candidate. I think the last 2 years have done a great job in showcasing the skill set of Sam Darnold. Great supportive cast. This is the top 5 lowest paid offense in the league. Even if it's the lowest paid offense, we're talking from a talent perspective. Even if you see it as the lowest paid offense, just because you didn't invest it does not mean you guys haven't done a great job drafting. I would look at this and say it's a really great supportive cast, but I'm not saying great supportive cast as if they're carrying them. I say this is a great supporting cast, but it's not better than the supporting cast he had with the Vikings. The Vikings, he was throwing to Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson and had Aaron Jones behind him in the backfield. This time he's throwing to JSN and he has Kenneth Walker. I still think this is a great supportive cast. I didn't say it was an elite supportive cast. What he had with the Vikings, that's an elite supporting cast, but it wasn't a great supporting cast. A great supporting cast does not mean that they're carrying him. I'm saying he's got great guys to utilize. He's not top 5, but if he goes to the Super Bowl this year, he's definitely top 10. That's fair. I think this year with the way he's played, look at the quarterback played throughout the year. I don't think it would be a tough debate. I don't think it'd be a difficult debate to say Sam Darnold this year with the Seahawks played like a top 10 quarterback. Just like last year with the Vikings, he played like a top 10 quarterback. That wouldn't be a difficult conversation. Now it's illegal hands to the face on the Rams offense. That is... I ain't gonna lie, it looks like it looks like both players ended up touching the face mask or having illegal hands to the face, but they flagged who did it first, which was the offensive lineman. Second and 15 here. They're going to run it here. And Williams is going to pick up a few yards. Third down coming up here for the Rams. At the end of the day, they got to pick up some yardage. If they got to go for it on fourth down, they got to go for it. At this point, your defense is not making stops. This is 4-down territory. Third down, it's 4-down territory. Because at the end of the day, if your defense is not going to make stops, it's got to be 4-down territory. Third down and 12 here for the Rams. Stafford. Pressure's coming. He steps up, fires downfield. Nearly picked off. He was looking for Puka Nacua, and it was nearly intercepted. Now it's 4th and 12. They're probably going to have to punt the football, but their defense has not done a great job at making stops. What do you do in this situation? Got no choice but to punt. That should have been picked, but Puka Nacua makes a great play to knock that out of his hands. There's a flag on the play for some reason. Oh, that's going to be a first down. Ooh. Oh my God. The defense made a stop. I hate this stupid call. I hate this. You just can't let these players be players, bro. I hate this. Can we not talk trash anymore? He made a fantastic play and he can't talk trash anymore? This is ruining the game. That's one of the weakest calls, one of the softest calls. That's a game-changing call. And I'm rooting for the Rams, but you're telling me we can't talk trash anymore. Unsportsmanlike conduct. This game's getting soft as hell. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Bull. You know what? Whatever. Stafford's going for the end zone. He's got a wide open Puka Nacua. Touchdown. That changes the game. That's literally a game-changing penalty. That's a game-changing penalty. I'm rooting for the Rams to win this game. I'm rooting for the Rams to make the Super Bowl. This is BS. A game-changing penalty goes from them punting the football up 11 to now having to get the ball back up 4. We can't talk no more. We can't say nothing no more. We can't talk trash. We can't do nothing in this game anymore. We don't even have fun in this game anymore. Great defensive stop on 3rd down. And because he talked trash to the coaching staff as he's walking away, you get a stupid penalty. And now they get a touchdown here. That's BS. That is complete BS. And now, just like that, the Rams are right back in this game in a situation where they made the stop. Those BS calls can decide who wins. Exactly. You got a taunting penalty, and now you're giving up a touchdown. That's BS, bro. You can't. These players can't enjoy the game anymore. These players cannot enjoy the game anymore. This is crazy. Again, it's just such a stupid rule. We can't enjoy the game anymore.
So some dinosaur just shows up and he's now part of the group. Cool.
I'm just not a fan of this, man. I'm not a fan of this.
Oh, Yoshi's here. Yay.
Go 5. Chart top linebacker prospects with 40-yard time under 4.6. Isolate the top three with strong leadership skills. Predict which player will have over 100 tackles and make a profile. That's the guy.
At Burger King, celebrities don't inspire our menu. You do. And you said you like steakhouse flavors. The ultimate steakhouse Whopper is here. It's rich, it's melty, it's savory, and it's imagined by you. Try the latest in the Whopper by You series today.
That's BS. It is. Shut your mouth, and you would have been up 11 with the ball. It's not. Again, everybody knows the taunting rule, but it's just BS, man. Can we let these can we let the players be players? We all used to talk trash. We can't talk trash no more because the league wants to be garbage. If the Seahawks somehow lose this game, we're all going to be looking at that sportsmanlike call. That's the play right there. That is the call that potentially changes this game. And if that call doesn't get made, Seattle wins this game, no problem. But who knows what happens? Shades of the Flowers call in the AFC title game. Not even wrong. NFL equals no fun league, of course. Oy. Yeah, Woolen talked all that crap and just gave up a touchdown. Karma. He deserved to talk that crap. He made an amazing stop. He wasn't talking crap being cocky. He made a fantastic stop on 3rd down. But because it's not a fun league anymore, we can't talk trash. And now it's a touchdown and everything changes. All he did was go and talk trash to the coaching staff. And because he did that, that was enough to throw the flag. If the Seahawks go on to lose this game, that unsportsmanlike call is going to be the difference maker. Oh, boy. If there's anything good that comes out of this championship game is essentially the Super Bowl, because whoever wins this is going to win the Super Bowl. This is 1,000 times better than what we got in the AFC title game. AFC Championship game was complete garbage and boring, according to you guys. I mean, it was a defensive matchup. I was fine with it, but the quarterback play sucked. That call was BS. It is a BS call, but it is the right call by the rule. They made the taunting rules. Every player knows about the taunting rules. You can't go up to a coaching staff and start talking trash to their faces. That is called that follows the rule. So it's the call is not BS. The rule itself is BS. That is the right call. They had created the taunting rule. It is a penalty. So it is the correct call, but it is a BS rule in the first place. It shouldn't be in the rule book. The call is right. The rule is garbage. It shouldn't be in the rule book. And again, you should be hype after making a play, absolutely. But apparently, you can't be hype and talk trash. If you want to be hype to yourself, be hype. But when you start talking trash to the other team, they hate it. I don't know why. You used to do it back in the day. Nowadays, you can't talk trash. And now the momentum completely shifts back to the Rams, and now the Seahawks defense has to go score a touchdown here. They have to. The Rams got to score a touchdown here, man. Yeah, Rams. Seahawks offense got to score a touchdown. I picked the Rams to win the Super Bowl. I picked them in July, so obviously I'm rooting for the Rams, but I did not like that call. So obviously I rolled with the Rams. I've been rolling with the Rams since July. But we'll have to see how things go, man. 1st and 10 here. Play fake, reversal. And the defense just played it well. You didn't pick up anything there, Shaheed. Couldn't get anything going. Both quarterbacks came to play today. This is fantastic. 2nd down and 10 here. If there's any time for the Rams, literally got off the hook here, so they got to do something here. Rams got off the hook. Sam Darnold, please throw it away. Do not put it at risk. Pressure got to Darnold, and he threw it away. You don't need to make a mistake here. Trust your defense still.
Yeah, they haven't had much today in terms of wins to the middle of the pocket. There's Johnson right there, just flushing Darnold. Darnold did a good job making kind of not a bad play, not worse, by just running out of bounds. But they need some of those quick wins in the pocket. Now you get him in 3rd and 10. Now he's got to play quarterback from the pocket, and this was their defense.
3rd down and 10 here.
Be super aggressive. Maybe a screen pass to take advantage of some of that aggressiveness. No, not an empty formation. You're not doing it.
Seattle 5 of 9 on 3rd down today. They've been pretty good.
Pressure's coming. Darnold gets it out quickly, and the Rams don't make the play. It's a 1st down. Are they saying he's short, or are they giving him the 1st down mark? He got it. 1st down. 1st down. He got it. 1st down. He got it. Yeah, I'm telling you, the Rams defense, their secondary is garbage. Sam Darnold's having the time of his life beating this. Chris Shula, bro, you're not doing a good job. Your defense ain't doing a good job, man. If you're trying to get a head coaching job, this defense is not doing a good job to showcase it. This defense is actively folding right now against Sam Darnold. 1st down and 10 here. Hell, giving up a field goal would be better than giving up a touchdown. Pressure's coming. Darnold. Check it down. Smart play. And the worst thing about the unsportsmanlike conduct is the... Wait, what? Oh, the worst part about it is, yeah, the worst part about the penalty is you could definitely get a player. The player could definitely get ejected there. A player can absolutely get ejected. A player can absolutely get ejected. If they get 2 unsportsmanlike conduct plays or 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, they could be ejected from the game. So, yeah, that is the worst part about it. That's the worst part about it, legitimately, is they get 2 of those unsportsmanlike penalties, they're out the game. You could definitely get ejected from that. 3 quarters down, 1 quarter left to go. This has been a crazy game. 10 times better than what we got in the AFC title game, but this has been a crazy game, man. A crazy game. Yeah, way to go, Sean Payton. Huh? All right. I don't know what this is about. Anyway, three quarters down, 1 quarter left to go. We got 15 minutes left. 15 minutes left. 15 minutes left, and then all that would be left is the Super Bowl. Here we go. Second down here for the Seahawks, 2nd and 5. Can the Seahawks finish this off? Can the Rams pull off the comeback? Rams defense sucks, so I assume the Seahawks can get this done. But I am hoping for a miracle here. Sam Darnold makes the change, and guess what? The guys in the secondary are still going to fold. Here we go. Plenty of time. He's going to take off. Darnold gets into Rams territory. Man, this defense. First down and 10 here for the Seahawks. Oh, it was a play fake. I thought he hit it off. That is a fantastic defensive play. They got to Darnold for a sack. That's a huge gain. That's a huge loss. I thought it was a handoff. I got faked. I thought he handed the ball off there, but no. He got dropped. That's a major loss here on first down. Wow. I legit thought he handed it off. I thought he saw the pressure coming and handed it off. A loss of 9. 2nd and 19. If you're the Rams defense, you got to take advantage of this now. If you're the Seahawks offense, try to get a couple. Listen, you're taking advantage of the secondary. You don't need to get it all. Just make sure you get some of it back. That's all you need to do. Cooper Kupp gets a couple of it back. Good chunk of it back. Third down coming up here for the Seahawks. Rams defense knows they got to get off the field. It's a miracle they got past the Bears last week with this defense and special teams. Yeah. Oh, I talked about the Steelers hiring McCarthy. I think that's a perfect hiring for the Steelers. It's a perfect hiring for what the Steelers want to be right now under Art Rooney. Middle of the road. Perfect hire. Third down at 15. Boy, if this defense messes this up, bro, Sean McVay might flip out on the sidelines. He really jumped. What is he doing? Ain't no way he did nothing. You better hope it's a false start. Nope. He just jumped for absolutely no reason. This defense is so dumb. What are you doing? They're going to fold and give up this 3rd and 10. They're going to fold and give up this 3rd and 10. They're going to fold and give up this 3rd and 10. They're going to fold and give up this 3rd and 10. They're going to fold and give up this 3rd and 10. They're going to fold and give up this 3rd and 10. They're going to fold and give up this 3rd and 10. Had them dead to right. They're going to fold and give up this 3rd and 10. They're going to fold. They're going to fold. They're going to fold and give up. Oh, good defensive stop. Oh, my God. That would have been a first down if Durant didn't hit it out. If Durant did not knock the ball away, that was a first down. If Durant does not knock the ball away, it was a first down. Oh, my God. They actually made a stop. He knocked the ball out of his hand. That was a catch. He just knocked it out of his hand. Just punched it out. Legitimately, that was a first down. If he doesn't punch the ball out of his hands, they're picking up the first down and they're in field goal range. That's a great defensive play. Guys, please just let it go out. At this point, let it go out of the end zone. Let it go out the end zone. Y'all can't be trusted no more. Let it go out the end zone. Get away from the ball. Well, Rams, 12-18 left to go in this game. Stafford down 4. You have a chance to go take the lead.
Hello? Whoa. Mama Bergen 85 lives here? Yep, that's my mom. The absolute legend who went from gaming on her phone to ruthless online streaming slayer with no mercy for any living thing is your mom?
Hey guys. Apples with peanut butter?
How is this possible? AT&T Wireless and Home Internet.
Hey, text me if you need anything.
Level up your connection with AT&T Wireless and Home Internet, now available across the nation.
No, she's so nice in real life.
New year, same extra value meals. From breakfast to late night, make it a meal and save. Value is still on the menu, only at McDonald's.
While our nation's best are giving their blood, sweat, and tears in Milan, we'll be sweating right along with them. Michelob Ultra, superior, is brewed here.
Proud partner of Team USA.
Oi. Tariq Coolin might have sold the Seahawks season. Game's not over, man. Game is not over.
Put it on backwards. Who cares? We can read it.
Welcome back to the NFC Championship presented by
This is going to be a tough one because the Rams have to go down the field to take the lead here. 12-18 left. They need to put together a fantastic drive. Go down the lead. Not go down the lead. Go down the field, score a touchdown, and take the lead. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. 12-18 left to go. It is very possible, but they're going to need a long drive. 90-yard drive needed here. 90-yard drive. Here we go. 1st and 10. They're going to run this ball here. And they're going to start with Kyren Williams, who picks up a first down on a tough run. That's a great run to start the drive off. This is the moment. This is the This is the opportunity for Stafford, man, to solidify his legacy. A chance to go to the Super Bowl here. You got to put together a legacy drive. 1st and 10. Play fake here for Stafford. Stafford fires across the middle. It is caught. by Corum. Corum picks up a first down, and they continue to move the chains. 2 first downs picked up here on this drive. They got to keep it going. This is Stafford's chance to solidify himself legitimately. This is a legacy drive here against a great defense. I mean, there's still a lot of time left to go in this game. It's not like if he scores here, Seattle can't go back and score. But this is a big moment. Both teams have picked up 20 first downs in the game. Rams have ran 44 plays. Seahawks have ran 53. 382 total yards for the Rams, 352 total yards for the Seahawks. It's a very close game. Another play fake here. Stafford fires to another open Kyren Williams. Williams makes a nice move. Williams keeps his feet, picks up the first down. Back 3 straight first down pickups here by the Rams. They continue to move the chains. The executions here, Kyren Williams continues to shake and bake defenders. The Rams are going to call a timeout here. Oh, no, injured. There was an injured Seahawks player that was down. So, they had to get him off the field, but he's able to get back up. So they took a time. It was a injury timeout or a brief injury pause. Either way, first down and 10 here for the Rams. 3 straight first down pickups here on this drive. Can they keep it going? They're now up to near midfield at the 49-yard line. Stafford under center on 1st and 10. Another play fake here. Stafford's got time. Stafford's going for the end zone. Stafford! He just overthrows everything. That was a dangerous throw. He was trying to go for it all. Stafford was trying to go for it all. Stafford, you don't need to take that shot down the field, but I appreciate you doing it on first down. The defense and special teams is doing everything in their power to sell this team, bro. Second down and 10 here. 10:21 left to go in this game. Winner is heading to the Super Bowl. Stafford under center once again. Play fake here. Stafford. Pump fakes, fires across the middle. He's got an open man. Parkinson picks up the first down. Parkinson protects the football and gets inside Seattle territory. Nice sidearm throw by Stafford. Pressure was coming. He had to get rid of it and make a decision quickly. He was looking to go deep and then just sidearms it because he's got a wide open Parkinson. Nice play here. Nice execution. Get to the Parkinson. The Parkinson picks up the first down. Takes it inside the 35. First down and 10. This is a fantastic drive here by the LA Rams. Once again, they started at their 10. They're at the Seattle 35-yard line. If they can finish this off with a touchdown, this will be a fantastic drive. Stafford takes a snap. Stafford looking. Pump fakes. Checks it down to Cohen. And Cohen's going to be dropped right there. Picks up a few yards. Second down coming up here for the Rams. 9.5 left to go in this game. Stafford over 300 yards passing and 3 touchdowns. One of the best matchups we've seen. This is game of the year. Game of the year. This is the Super Bowl. Everybody, this is the Super Bowl. No one has faith and belief in the Patriots. We'll see what happens in 2 weeks. But this is essentially the Super Bowl. The winner of this matchup is winning the damn Super Bowl. That's what everybody says. So let's see how this Super Bowl matchup goes. Second down here for the Rams. Clock is winding down. They have a chance to take the lead here. 9 minutes to go in this game. 2nd and 8. Stafford takes a snap. Stafford looking. Checks it down. He's got Coolin again. Coolin gets spun down again. 2 yards short. 3rd down coming up here for the Rams. Stafford being decisive with his plays, decisive with his decisions, decisive with his throws. He's not taking the risk. He'll check the ball down and try to keep this drive alive. This feels like 4-down territory because it's a 4-point game as opposed to it being a 3-point game. 3rd down and 1 here for the Rams. Stafford 18 of 27, 318 and 3 touchdowns. Stafford going under center here on 3rd and 1. They may look to run this or it could be a play fake. Let's see what's going to happen here. Stafford, play fake, fires. Open man is caught by Oh, he dropped it! Parkinson dropped it. He could have walked in for 6. And they got to make a decision here. Do they go for it? They got to go for it. Stafford executed the play action perfectly. Parkinson was open. He had the ball in his hands and he dropped it. He could have walked in for a touchdown. He could have walked in for a touchdown and Parkinson dropped the ball. That's the type of play you got to make. Now the Seattle defense has a shot here to make a stop. 8 minutes left to go. Stafford and the offense need to convert this 4th down. This could potentially be for the game. 4th and 1 here. Stafford in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap. Pressure's coming. Stafford, step ups. He's going to get the football. He's going to get the 1st down. Stafford nearly fumbled the ball. He's going to pick up the 1st down. He steps up and picks up the 1st down. Stafford nearly fumbled that ball. He almost lost it. The defender tried to strip the ball. I thought he lost it. He didn't. He nearly lost it. Picks up the 1st down. Oh my God. He was looking for somebody. Pressure came. He had a man open, but he just didn't trust it. Oh my God. The ball was nearly fumbled. He was nearly fumbled, but he just able to keep his feet, move forward, and pick up the 1st down. 1st down and 10 here with 7:38 left to go. Ball is at the 24-yard line. Stafford hands it off. Flags are flying because there was some movement. I think this is gonna be on the Rams. I think there was some early movement on the Rams unless somebody jumped. I think it was on the Rams, but I don't know. Are they saying the Seahawks jumped? They're saying the Seahawks jumped. Offside on the defense. This is crazy. Yeah, offside. That left foot. That left foot was offsides. That left foot was offsides. 1st down and 5. They are on the verge of completing a 90-yard drive here. Matthew Stafford under center here. Once again, play fake. Stafford, pump fakes. Nothing's there. Checks it to Puka. Puka's got the edge. Puka picks up the 1st down. 1st down, Rams. Under 7 minutes left to go in this game. Rams on the verge of taking the lead here. Oh my God, what a game. This is the Super Bowl. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Super Bowl. When we got to do Super Bowl in 2 weeks, it's not going to be as epic as this. This is the Super Bowl. Oh my God, this is the Super Bowl, man. Whoever takes this is going to win the chip, and both teams know it. 1st down and 10 here. 6.5 left to go in this game. Winner heads to the Super Bowl. Stafford takes the snap. Stafford over the middle. It is caught by Puka. Puka picks up a few yards. 2nd down coming up here for the Rams. And the Seahawks defense is just getting grinded. A long freaking drive. 90+ yards. Oh my God. This defense has to be gassed right now. The Rams are just putting together one of the best drives we've seen all season, if not the best drive we've seen all season. That Seahawks defense is getting exhausted. That Seahawks defense is getting tired. That Seahawks defense is getting pushed to the brim. Can the defense hold up here? We are under 6 minutes. 2nd and 4 for the Rams. Matthew Stafford under center once again. He's going to hand the ball off. Kyren Williams gets dropped immediately. Fantastic play by the Seahawks defense. Once again, this feels like 4-down territory. They've come too far. They have to get this here. 3rd down coming up here. 5.5 left to go in this game. The winner advances to the Super Bowl. Can the Seahawks defense wait one more play or maybe 2 more plays to make the stop? Can they force a turnover? Or will Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense complete a 90-yard drive and get the touchdown? Here we go. Stafford on 3rd and 4 in the shotgun here at the 11-yard line. You've got Davante Adams at the top of the screen here. He's going to motion Puka. Here comes the snap. Stafford looking. Nothing open. Stafford. Pump fakes. Stafford. Sidearm. Incomplete. He was looking for he was looking for his receiver. Witherspoon made the play. That's what I meant to say. Witherspoon made the play. If you're the Rams, you got to go for this. He was looking for Davante Adams, and Adams was covered up perfectly. If you're the Rams, you got to go for this. If you're the Rams, you got to go for this. This could be the season. This could be the season. You've got to go for this. Seattle's defense needs to make one more stop to take this team potentially to the Super Bowl. 4th down and 4. Season on the line. Potential MVP candidate here in Matthew Stafford. Potential MVP winner in Matthew Stafford. Can he deliver here? 4th and 4. He takes a snap. Pump fakes. Pump fakes. Nothing open. Fires. Incomplete. The defense makes a stop. Witherspoon makes the play. And the Seahawks make a stop with 4:54 left to go. Now you got to ask the Rams defense to make one more stop. Stafford looking for Witherspoon, and it's just not a good throw. It's just not a good throw. It's just not a good throw. They had to go for it on 4th down. They had no choice, but that's not a good throw. Stafford probably could have taken off there. I don't know if he would have picked up the 1st down, but he probably could have taken off there.
You see this old white meat chicken breaded in tortilla chips? Here at Taco Bell, we're calling them, wait for it, nuggets. They're nothing like classic nugs, but you're just gonna have to accept it.
Seahawks defense makes a stop. Rams still have their timeouts. Seahawks need to pick up a good chunk of 1st down. See if they can do so. They got a chance. But I think it's possible. Stafford may get one more shot to try to take this team to the Super Bowl.
Crispy chicken nuggets from Taco Bell, a brand new classic.
Okay, Richardson, give me the treat. The holidays are done.
No way they're done.
They are.
We thought so too, Gary. But then Verizon just gave us their best deal.
4 new iPhone 17s, all on them.
Yep, and 4 lines, all for just $25.
Got anything under your...
Witherspoon made back-to-back clutch defensive plays.
Our best deals are still here. Come into Verizon and get 4 iPhone 17s on us. No trade-in needed. And 4 lines for just $25 a line.
Love that spirit, folks.
NFL Honors presented by Invisalign. Thursday, February 5th at 9 p.m. Eastern on NBC and NFL Network.
We do the job. We don't ask questions. My mind hasn't been right. I'm a confusing time. Forgetting things.
Okay, then.
I can't afford to be afraid.
And if a Seahawks score a touchdown, it's over. The Seahawks don't need to score a touchdown. They're at the goal line. If they pick up a couple 1st downs and force the Rams to waste their timeouts, they win the game. A touchdown does end it, but more so, they just need to kill the clock. They need to waste as much. There's 5 minutes left. There's 5 minutes left, so they need to kill as much clock as possible. Seahawks scoring a touchdown would definitely make it over, but if they just kill the clock and score, they could get this. They just got to kill the clock. They have got to kill this clock here.
And when you have 9 in coverage, well, they're going to blanket a lot of those receivers. I saw McVay running down the sideline, wondering if he thought he had the right call. And then he just decided to ride with his quarterback.
So Seattle needs to pick up a good chunk of 1st downs here to put this game on ice and send the Seahawks to the Super Bowl. If not, Stafford gets one more chance to get this done. 1st down and 10 here. Rams do a decent job in stopping the run here. All right. Did Stafford sell? No, I don't think it was a situation where Stafford sell. The defense just made a great play. Witherspoon made... Who was he throwing to? I think he was throwing to the tight end on 4th down. Witherspoon made 2 back-to-back clutch plays defensively. Could have got a touchdown out of that for sure. But 2 back-to-back defensive clutch plays by Witherspoon is why they didn't convert in the end zone. 2nd and 6, play fake here. Darnold, he's got time. He's going to check it down. What are you busy looking at? Make the tackle. Look at this idiot. He's too busy looking at the quarterback. He forgets to make the tackle. This defense is useless. This defense is completely useless. What type of bum is this? He's too busy looking. Make the tackle. Make... Young, what the hell are you doing? Make the tackle. He's too busy looking like an idiot to wrap up. Oh, my God, this defense. It's over, bro. I talked about making a stop to get the ball back to Stafford. That ain't happening, bro. Oh, my, that ain't happening, bro. It's over. Ain't no freaking way, man. You telling me for real? For real, dude, for real? Oh, my God. Kendall Walker gets a good run here. Picks up a few yards. 2nd down coming up here. It's over. This Rams defense can't be trusted. You can't trust this defense.
Sunday, February 8th on NBC forward to that with Mike and Chris, our buddies, and well, for the first time since you left, the Patriots are back in the Super Bowl. How about that? And a couple of your old buddies got them there too.
Yeah, just so happy for Mike Vrabel, former teammate of mine, and kind of went to New England. No one was quite sure how they do back-to-back 4-13.
Oh my goodness. This Rams defense sucks. Chicago got to be looking sideways. How the hell did we lose to this team?
That defense, this is going to be a hell of a Super Bowl matchup. Whoever wins this team to get the Patriots, and I'm going to be there in San Francisco watching in my hometown.
How about that?
Such an exciting...
2nd down and 8. I have no trust in this defense anymore. It feels like I'm watching the Ravens defense. My Super Bowl pick is dying right before my eyes because the defense can't make a stop. Sam Darnold really about to ice this game. Darnold finds a wide open man. Incomplete. No flag on the play. 3rd down and 8. 3:20 left to go. Rams have 2 timeouts left, and they got to make a stop here. I don't know why Sam Darnold floated this ball. He was wide open. He floated this ball for no reason. That should be. I mean, that low key looks like a penalty, but I guess the ball wasn't catchable. Here we go, 3rd down and 8. Timeout, Seattle. They got to get this play call right. So McDonald's gonna talk it out with Sam Darnold real quick. But Mike and this offense have got to get this play call right because this could be the difference between them going to them icing this game and them going to and them potentially giving up a game-winning drive to Matthew Stafford.
When COPD tried to stop you, you kept going. Breztri, a 3-in-1 inhaler, better breathing starting within 5 minutes and helps prevent flare-ups. Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. Ask your doctor about Breztri.
At the UPS store, we offer a lot because running a small business takes a lot. That's why we're the Help Protect Your Privacy store and the Give Your Business a Real Street Address store. So while you're juggling everything else like the boss you are, we're the extra pair of hands store. You can count on us as the shredding and mailboxing, anything and everything to keep you going store. Visit the upsstore.com/save and get 3 months of free mailbox services today.
Oh man, it comes down to this. My Super Bowl picks on the line. You got a bullet past that. Yeah, I don't know why he sailed the ball. That was not a good throw. How many coaches have won the Super Bowl in the first season? Jesse Minter could pull it off. I don't know, man. We'll see, man. If we get everything right, we can win the Super Bowl. A lot of teams feel like if they get everything right, they can win the Super Bowl. Rams defense can't be trusted, but I can't back off of this. I picked this team in July. I have to stick with it until the bitter end. I just hope Stafford gets one more chance to try to win this game. Because if Stafford gets one more chance to try to win this game, I believe he can get it done. But he has to get one more chance to win the game. And I don't think this defense is going to give him a chance to take the Rams to the Super Bowl. If the Rams defense can't stop this 3rd and 8, the Seahawks are going to probably win the game. Rams only have 2 timeouts left, and there's 3 minutes left to go in the game. With 3:20 left and 2 timeouts, if the Rams defense can't make a stop on 3rd and 8, the Seattle Seahawks are going to run the clock out and go to the Super Bowl. That's just my prediction here. If they stop this 3rd and 8, Stafford gets one more chance to win it. This is for the game. I mean, there's still obviously an opportunity, but this is for the game, dude. This is for the game. This Rams defense has got to make a stop here. For the game. For the game, 3rd and 8. Darnold fires. Caught. Did he get it or is he short? They gotta take a look at this. They gotta take a look at this, man. Durant was this close to knocking the ball away. It's over. Seattle's going to the Super Bowl. He's short. Where's his legs when he's down?
It is close. Two things. Is it a catch? He's got control. He does take an additional step. And then you can look at this shot right down the line. When he's down by contact, is that nose of the ball. He just had to get to the big line. This is going to be difficult to overturn. He may just want to challenge it and lose the timeout anyway. We'll see.
Yeah, if it's close, I mean, I don't think you do.
That's a first down. I wouldn't challenge it. I wouldn't challenge it. It's too close to overturn. Game's over, guys. 3:11 left. The Rams defense is not going to make a stop. Game's over. They needed to make a stop on 3rd and 8. They couldn't do it. They stopped Walker on first down, and they'll call their timeout here with 3:05. Well, Seattle's going to the Super Bowl. Seattle is going to the, that's a catch. That's a catch, man. They said it was a catch. He had 3 steps. He spun, kept a hold of the ball, and reached to get it. Stafford, you can keep throwing the football, dude. You're not getting the ball back. This defense is not making a stop.
Either way, massive stop. 2nd and 11 again for this Rams defense. Again, you can't get over-aggressive in this situation. You got to play it pretty straight because they do have a lot of guys. They have jet sweeps they can call. They have screen plays. They have their outside zone runs.
2nd down and 10. Season's on the line. They're not going to be conservative by just running the ball 3 times. I don't think that's what McDonald's going to do. There's a play fake. Hold. There was a hold. There was a hold. There was a hold. No, please tell me I can go see that. I swear there was an offensive hold. You know, never mind. It's a stumble. It's a stumble by the defensive tackle. I thought it was a hold. That's game. That's game. That's game. Yeah, see, I was going to the Super Bowl. Both my Super Bowl picks fall short of the Super Bowl. I'm hurt. Well, the clock stops because he stepped out of bounds. But that basically means 1 first down wins the game. First and 10, 3 minutes left. Again, if the Rams pick up 1 more first down, this game is essentially over because they can run it to the 2-minute warning and they can take a knee to go to the Super Bowl. You pick up a few yards here. Obviously, they can't stop the clock.
And the Rams have buckled down, dealing with a lot of offense early. And the 1-2 punch of Walker Charbonnet that they haven't had today. Walker definitely.
Stafford, I'm so sorry. You're going to fall short because your defense sucks. At the end of the day, you need to score that touchdown 4th down. That's all it comes down to.
2.5 minutes to get to the Super Bowl, man. Doesn't get any better than this.
2nd and 7. They're going to fake it. Flag on the play. It's going to be on the defense. That's pass interference on the Rams defense. He held JSN, and that's the game. That's game. Yellow. Uh-huh. My what? Yeah. I know. Like there's only like 2 minutes left in the game, so I'll be out there soon. I know, but there's only 2 minutes left. Yeah, this game is over. Well, so the game is essentially over, and I gotta head on out because I gotta go do something here. So I'm gonna have to head out early, but the Seahawks are gonna win this one. I'd be shocked if something dumb happens, but Seahawks are gonna win this. They're gonna win this game, and they're probably gonna win the Super Bowl. So with that being said, I gotta head out early because I gotta take care of something. I was hopeful I would get some more time, but nothing ever works out whenever I want to try to. I don't even want to say it. Nothing ever works out whenever I try to do something, but it is what it is. Every time I come stream, there's always 15 problems that are happening, so there's nothing I can do about it. I'll have to head on out early, guys. But I want to congratulate the Seattle Seahawks for winning this game and advancing to the Super Bowl. I picked the Rams to win the Super Bowl way back in July, and my Super Bowl pick is going to fall short. Both Denver and LA failed to make the Super Bowl. They fell in the championship games. It's tough, but the Seahawks are going to win it, so I appreciate you guys tuning in. That's something crazy happens when I'm not here, but I will have to end the stream here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys, and yeah, I'll have to talk to you later. Emergency situation, I got to leave. I was hopeful I'd get more time, but I got to go handle this now, so there's nothing I can do about it. But yeah, they're gonna win the game. I don't have to worry about it. Seahawks going to win the game. I'm going to head on out of here. Once again, congrats to the Seahawks. I got to go handle a situation, unfortunately. And, yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for pulling up to the stream. And I will see you guys later. So, you guys be sure to stay safe out there. Definitely with the weather. If you guys are dealing with it, stay safe, stay warm. Make sure you guys are inside and taking care of yourself.